All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. The blockbuster game for the weekend, possibly the title decider. I personally think it's the title decider because I can't see the particular winner of this match. And even if there isn't a winner, yeah, even if it's if there isn't a winner, I would probably have to favor Manchester City. But whoever is the winner in this particular match, I think goes on to win the title. I just can't see how they screw this up with only a handful of games remaining. So this is a huge match. I've just looked at the lineup, and we're going to look at the lineup together very soon, ladies and gentlemen. It is immense. Both the teams have such blockbuster team set out. The 11 that they've got set out is incredible. We're not going to see one team with all the possession, the other team parking the bus. We're going to see toe-to-toe football. We're going to see two managers colliding, two ideologies colliding. Great matchups all over the field. This is going to be a spectacle. Hopefully, the referees, do justice to the game as well, and not just dish out yellow cards after yellow cards. And then if there's anyone red carded or one or the other, I mean, sometimes red cards do make it interesting, but at times it just kills off games as well. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you're feeling. Number one, it's been a pretty good weekend in the sense that we've slapped up Southampton 6-0, some of our rivals, in the sense of Arsenal absolutely bottling top four. I love to see. And Man United in such a decline. It is amazing to see how they've absolutely flopped against Everton. Mind you, an Everton team that was finding it so difficult to win against anyone, not only under Frank Lampard, but also Rafael Benitez. But they've squeezed out a very good victory. So it's good to see. And now we have this particular blockbuster match. Quite a few of you guys have logged on. Let's have a fantastic stream together. We've been having some amazing watch-alongs as a unit, as a community, and it's been a lot of fun. Hope each and every one of you guys are doing well. First of all, shout out to Carefree FC. Big up, Miz. Big up to you as well. Jeff Knightley, big up to you as well. I mean, it's really good to see you, Jeff Knightley, on the live chat on a regular basis during these watch-alongs. Same thing with you, Carefree FC. Coach's Corner, 1-0 to Liverpool. CFC Fahim, good to see you as well. Always a big supporter of the channel. Much appreciated. Let the game flow. Ray Allen, if Pep wins, I don't hear him being compared to Klopp. He's on a league on his own. I think, in all honesty, I would say Pep is on a league on his own. I mean, he's won it everywhere, to be honest. He's won it with Barcelona. He's won it with Bayern Munich. He's now cleaning it up with Manchester City. Not just league titles like Carabao Cup titles. I think they might have won a few FA Cups here and there as well. I don't know. Maybe they have. Champions League is what's eluding, I suppose, Pep Guardiola. But for me, he's a bit ahead of Klopp. My man Ryan Gunness is in the house. How you doing?
I'm good. What about you, bro?
I'm good, bro. Every time I see you coming to the stream, I just get happy, bro. I know I'm gonna have a good conversation with you.
Same. I love doing these watch-alongs, man. It's like hanging out with my friends, It's a lot of fun. Not work at all.
Bro, lately these watch-alongs have been such great entertainment. We had Jonathan, and obviously Ishan's always here with the watch-alongs most of the times, and the live chat. It's like, as you said, it's like watching the matches with your friends, and yeah, it's great. It's a great experience, man. I think today's game, it ain't gonna be like one team park the bus, the other team attack. I think it's gonna be a rocking back and forth kind of match. Really looking forward to it, Ryan, bro.
Yeah. Have you checked out the starting lineups yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that very very soon. Just a quick shout out to a few more people in Life No Limits. Sup, Miz? Good to see you. Rashad Mahmood, Miz. Happy Ramadan to you, Rashad, as well. Hope you and your family are doing well in this blessed month of Ramadan. Um, my Sehri time will be very very soon. Well, after the match, I'll eat up very big for the coming day of fasting. So, Krishna, good to see you. Pep knows Foden against Liverpool is different gravy. We'll have a look at the lineup very soon. Declan in Ireland. Yes, you're here. Hey, guys, Frank Lampard must be dancing in his living room after the Norwich result. Oh, wow. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, Burnley in the mud, aren't they? Big result for Everton. And even bigger result, the fact that Norwich won against Burnley. Of course, Marvo, big up Ms. Bless, Jeff. Good to see you as well, Marvo. Jeff Knightley, big up Ryan. There you go, people. Ryan, they're shouting you out right now. Sai Krishna, big up Ryan. Ray Allen, 4 League Cups in a row. Pep taking a pissy. Seriously, I'm big up Ryan. In life, no limits. Up Ryan. Daniel Knight, good to see you. Hi. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the lineup. Let's bring this up. Ryan, this is the Manchester City lineup. Edison, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Emerick Laporte, João Cancelo, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Gabriel Jesus, Raheem Sterling. I mean,
It's a really attacking
oh my
lineup.
God. Oh
This
my
is
God.
it's a great lineup, man.
Talk to me, bro. How you feeling about me? People, they're players, as you always love to say, that can own in between the lines.
This is gonna be. I'm really excited to see this, man. Like just having those Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne as eights, so that front three just rotating amongst each other. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. And Kyle Walker, Cancelo, bombing
Oh,
forward. It's gonna be a treat to watch today. I
let's
hope.
not forget Rodri as well, Ryan. I mean, he's been phenomenal as a holding midfielder. I think he's more than a holding midfielder. Sometimes he creeps into the box and finds himself scoring goals as well. So, oh man, this team is like poetry in motion, right? It's movement, precision, passing, counter pressing, the law. I mean, ah, man, it's so well drilled. So well drilled. Before we look into the Liverpool lineup, Ryan, I just want to ask you about Pep Guardiola. Sometimes a lot of people talk about Pep Guardiola. All he ever does this, in teams that he goes to is because of money. But I have to say, man, I mean, it's not just money, man. It can't be just money. He's a genius. I mean, Ryan, you've seen Pep for a long time as well. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've
He'll
had
go
dinner
down
with
as one of
him.
the
I've
best in the
spoken
world,
to
right?
him. I've had dinner with him. I've spoken to him many times in my dreams. But no, Pep for me is the best manager of our era in the last 15 years or more. I think that he revolutionized football.
Oh yeah.
He created a new generation of football. There's some managers that come and inspires a generation for the next 5 to 10 years. His philosophy is one of those. But
Yeah.
you can also say the same thing for Klopp. You know, his philosophy came in, and now that German high pressing philosophy has inspired a whole new generation of football and teams around Europe. So these two managers are the best in our decade, in our era. And with respect to Pep Guardiola and money that you asked, let me tell you something. People can say whatever they want. Yes, he is blessed with really good players, but we've seen so many managers have very top players and not have the success he had. Type of football he plays is a joy to watch, and it really makes this game better, man. It makes this game. I'm a huge fan of him, and I've learned so much by just watching his teams. And I just love that. I love being able to have the treat of witnessing greatness like that, man.
100%, man. We are blessed to be in an era to witness such a manager like Pep Guardiola. Ishan Bad Boy Padra is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause, a warm round of applause. Ishan, my boy, how you doing?
I'm pumped up for the grand finale of Premier League. You know what I mean? Although we don't have any sort of grand finale, it's those that IPL thing. But then, yeah, this is nothing less than a grand finale. You know what I mean? This is the game.
100%. This is the game. I feel like this is the title decider. Whoever wins goes on to win the entire thing. I'm quite confident they won't screw it up. And if it's a draw, I still think City will have enough. They've done it before with 1 point. They are in a situation where they know any more slip up and it's over, and they love that kind of situation where they'll just end up winning everything else. They've done it before. I remember a few seasons back where when they beat Liverpool, they went ahead and they needed to be unbeaten from there on. And they did it. And similarly with Liverpool as well. They didn't lose after that City match as well. Both the teams just went toe to toe. Ishan, this is the Liverpool team. Sadio Mane, Diego Jota, Mohamed Salah, Thiago Alcantara, Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, Andrew Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Joel Matip, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Alisson. Another blockbuster team, man. Team full of superstars, full of unbelievable players, and they all, people might say, oh, really, Jordan Henderson? Here, trust me, man. Jordan Henderson for Liverpool with this particular system, damn good. Don't you ever think otherwise. That front three is awesome. Diego Jota, we know what damage he can do with it. Mo Salah and Sadio Mane on both sides, unbelievable. Thiago Alcantara is coming off, when he first got into Liverpool, probably wasn't the greatest, but now he's really coming alive. I mean, Ishan, talk to me about this Liverpool team, bro.
I think so. I'm gonna add a bit of a spanner for you later on for this, but then first of all, let me tell you this: this is a superb Liverpool team. I think so. A conventional 4-3-3 of Jurgen Klopp's team, and definitely Henderson might be a question mark for a lot of people, but I think so. Henderson is the real leader of the Liverpool team. He's the captain of the
100%.
Liverpool,
100%.
and in games like these, big games like these, I think so. Henderson plays an important role. Not just in game technically, but also mentally. He boosts up the team, and I think so. Liverpool sometimes needs that, not just to hover away around and just go off the tangent, but then also stay focused. And Henderson is a kind of a guy who has a lot of experience in his bag, and he actually knows how to implement it in big games like this. So it's going to be a huge game. But apart from that, I think so. It's a conventional Liverpool team. Apart from which, I just wanted to add a spanner for you to answer, Mr. Miz. Is that
All right.
do you think adding a Luis Diaz in place of Sadio Mane would have been a better option?
That's a very good question, man. I know what you mean. Luis Diaz, the pace. And in recent times, he's been very, very good as well for Liverpool. I mean, as soon as he came into the team, he's been fantastic. I would have, do you know what, Ishan? I would go with Sadio Mane because this man is proven. He is Mr. Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Experience in abundance. And let's be honest, Sadio Mane himself is no Pikachu, as you always say, Ishan. This guy is no Pikachu. I mean, he hasn't been maybe that great here and there, but still, I think he's got a lot of goals. I mean, how many goals has Sadio Mane scored, ladies and gentlemen, this season?
By the way, Miz, the Liverpool's front three are the top three scorers for Premier League. I think so.
There you go.
Jota,
there you go.
Yeah, Jota and Sadio Mane is joined with, I think so. Jota is joined with Cristiano Ronaldo, and Mane is joined third joint or fourth joint. But then these three are the top three scorers in terms of numbers. So you've got the top three scorers of Premier League in your front three line.
There you go. I mean, we are talking about a player, Sadio Mane, who is a joint top scorer at the moment. I mean, not top scorer, but as in one of the top scorers up there.
Yeah,
top three. 12 goals in the Premier League, 2 assists, 3 in the Champions League. I mean, please, can we have these kind of players at Chelsea? We'll take these sort of players. And now we're in a situation where Liverpool are so blessed with, a player like Luis Diaz as well, that they can just bring on. But it just means great depth for them. I mean, Ryan, how you feel about this Liverpool team? We talked about the City team. Tell me how you feel about this Liverpool team as well.
I mean, I would say it's contrasting philosophies, man. We talk about, yes, they're both really attacking, but when you think about the questions Liverpool ask, as Klopp loves to say, it's heavy metal football, man, and I really admire that about him. the different ways that Liverpool can spark an attack out of nowhere, from long balls, from the central areas, from inverted areas, from wide areas, counter pressing, high pressing, everything about them has revolutionized football for the past 5 years, and it's going to be a real treat again to see who could win this battle between them, because they've played each other so many times. A lot of tactical information is in the brains of these managers. What is going to be the deciding factor to get an edge over each other after so long, after so many years. Yet the
Yeah,
battle is still as intense as it ever will be, only so narrow apart for the Premier League in hand. I think this is a massive, massive game, but not only a massive game, but massive game tactically to see how they can get the best of each other.
100%, man. And you're right. Not only they're going to play each other, obviously in this particular game, but they're going to play each other in the FA Cup as well, semi-finals. We've got our match against Crystal Palace. They've got a match against each other. And quite possibly, if we can do something against Real Madrid, or if we can't, then I think it may be very much Liverpool Man City in the final in the Champions League as well. So who knows? But we want to do something about that. We want to make sure we have something in store for Real Madrid come Tuesday night, Wednesday morning for me. Mr. Rich, ladies and gentlemen, landed in Madrid this morning. Can't wait for Chelsea and Real Madrid. My man, I hope we can give the victory. You're there. Let's bring it home. Let's bring it home. Athan is saying, if Lampard keeps up Everton, would he get his flowers? 100%. I said it yesterday. I was very impressed. Ishan was on the stream as well from second half. I saw the entire match. Honestly, I was very impressed with the way Everton played against Man United. Very, very impressed. Very professional performance. And I said it on the stream, if Frank Lampard is able to keep Everton afloat, I think he will have to get some respect, because the position Everton's in, especially when he took over, and then after he took over, it went even more south. If he can keep them up with the fixtures that are coming up, he has to get some respect. There's no doubt about that. We're looking at two elite teams operating at the peak of their powers, being coached by arguably the two best managers in the world. 100%. Jacko saying, where are you watching the game? My man, I'm watching it from Optus Sports, the subscription I have. If anyone wants a link or stream link, just reach out to Ishan. He'll drop the link in the live chat. But let us know if you do need that. Ladies and gentlemen, the match will start in 3 minutes, very, very soon. Before we get to that, give me your score prediction, and I'm going to ask the boys as well some key matchups that they're looking forward to in this particular match. I'll start with Bad Boy Padra. Key matchups, bro. What are you looking like? What are some of the big time matchups in this particular match that you're just drooling to see?
Oh, it's there are lots, and like you said, Miss, in our preview as well, there are lots, multiple matchups. But I think so. I'm very keen to see Mohamed Salah versus Chao Cancelo. That's gonna be
Oof.
very tasty. I think so. That's gonna be the best. Yeah.
For me personally, I want to see Trent Alexander-Arnold, the playmaker, the chief playmaker for Liverpool, and I want to see what Man City does to pin him back with the likes of Sterling and Bernardo Silva on that side, or Foden and whatnot. It will be very interesting battle. How Man City targets that. Ryan, what matchup, as an analyst that you are, what particular matchup are you keen to see in this match? There's plenty, but one that really strikes for you.
I think the answer is gonna be a boring answer, right? But tactically, a matchup, I want to see the press and shape of each team, particularly
Right.
in that second line of press, not first, second, because however they press in that second line is where the third line, which is the last line, will have to press forward, and that's where gaps is going to start to pop out to get in behind. So that's going to be so important, how they can cover those gaps, how they can minimize those gaps while still pressing. It's going to be interesting because, as I said, they've played each other so many times. You need to start to find creative ways to cover those gaps, because
Right.
they know each other inside out now, and it's going to be lovely to see. Yeah, the two most attacking teams. I'm looking out to see how they defend. That's so crazy, but yeah,
It makes
defense tells the
sense.
story of an attack. Defense, the holes in defense tells you how they're gonna attack. It's a two-in-one story, So
No, it makes sense, man. It's interesting because at the end of the day, we all know that these two teams are great in attack, and it's going to be interesting, as you said, to see how will they defend each other. This is what I said as well with Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know he can attack, but what will be the response from Man City in order to pin him down? Ladies and gentlemen, the players are out. It is looking superb. The stadium is looking superb. The ground is looking superb. The players are ready to go into it. They're taking the knee. We will get the board up and running. Live score has started as always. They're about 20 seconds ahead of my stream. Or in this case, they're nearly 30 seconds ahead of me. I've just kicked off, ladies and gentlemen. Boys, are you guys kicking off as well? Yeah, you guys are off?
Yeah, I kicked off just now.
All right. So we're probably very close to each other. Ryan, you kicked off as well?
yeah.
All right. So we're all close to each other today. Brilliant. Okay.
I'm on 21, 22, 23 around there.
Yeah, I'm on 29.
Yeah, so around
So
this,
about 5 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Declan in Ireland, Miz, you're 40 seconds behind. Oh my, Declan, how you get you? Are you like in every
He's
stadium?
amazed. Nah. He's sitting on
Man,
top of this.
I'm mounted in Ireland. That's why he sees everything.
I
mean, honestly,
right now he's handing that satellite, that old school satellite in his head, and he's on top of that. He had stadium.
I reckon Declan has a GoPro and he's literally in the field. Like he must have. Honestly, Declan, how are you doing this every match? You're literally live, bang on the dot. Like
He's even before this sheet.
Before the match even started, he started. Declan must be some sort of a sorcerer. My God. I'm getting it live on Sky real time. Wow. How you do that, Declan, bro? Tell me. How can I do that real time?
Man
Tell
says
me how I'm
Declan
gonna
is
do
an
that.
Anthony Taylor in disguise.
Declan's the referee.
Oh, by the way, Anthony Taylor is the referee today. Thank you for noticing me that.
Yeah. Shubra, good to see you, my man. Really good to see you. Okay. City with Jacques Cancelo. Back to Laporte and to Edison. Edison showing the ball a little bit to Diego Jota. It's almost man on man, almost. Virgil van Dijk. John Stones to Laporte. Guys, thoughts on John Stones? Ryan, I'll go with you first up. He went through a bit of a difficult time, I think, last season, early on. There were some rumors that maybe even Chelsea was interested on John Stones for about 20 million, something very cheap. But then he absolutely ripped it apart last season, and then this season he's on top again. Oh, whoa, man! Why do City do this at times in the back? Laporte got away that time, but Pep's gonna stick with his philosophy. He is always going to build from the back. But yeah, Ryan, thoughts on John Stones, bro?
Nah, to be honest, I haven't really watched much of John Stones. I don't really. I know he had his rough patch, as you said. We were linked to him many times also, but I mean, well, what I do have to say is that everybody that was looking out for in defense, I see that Liverpool is defending using a 4-1-4-1, and then some. While Fabinho is man marking that attacking midfielder, you can see that they're pressing with a front three from that 4-1-4-1 at times too. But that's going to open gaps in midfield. I think that's where City will look to attack from. as soon as they start to press on our front three, you'll see they'll start to progress that ball forward. And
Yeah.
if they're gonna attack,
Interesting.
because even though Fabinho is staying as that one in the 4-1-4-1,
Here we go. What a through ball. What a through ball. This could be goal. This could be in. Oh, oh my God. What a big save from Allison. What a big save.
yeah, as I said, as soon as they
As you
press
said,
forward,
as you
it's just
said,
gonna take one ball through in the midfield
My
and they're
days,
gonna
what a
break away.
save.
literally
What a
as you were
save.
describing that, Ryan, they've done exactly that.
And what I said, Fabinho was exposed alone.
Yeah, yeah.
Sterling silly misses in big games does not stop.
Bro,
Somebody
Ishan,
hire
that
me,
should have been a
please.
goal.
Somebody hire
Yeah.
me as an analyst. Somebody out there, Declan and Ireland,
Literally,
maybe
Ryan,
you.
you were describing it, and they did that. The front three were pressing, and as soon as they beat the front three, they were open. Absolutely. Oh, what a shot! Oh, hey, let's go! Man City, 1-0.
Oh my days.
KDB.
Oh my days,
What
De
a
Bruyne.
flying
Oh
start,
my
ladies and
God.
gentlemen. What a flying start. Man
What a hit.
City are all over Liverpool. Absolutely all over Liverpool. Once again, Fabinho finds himself in no man's land. And from there, it was open. My days, sometimes I cry for a player like KDB in our team, man. If we just, I mean, this guy was our player, like, far
De
out.
Bruyne is a player who wipes the shit of Sterling and actually emerges to be the key man. You know,
100%, bro.
he's that kind of a person.
Boys,
look at
that
that
was a
shot.
left foot finish as well from KDB.
He's one of
Oh,
those
it took a
players like a
deflection.
he's one of those players like a Benzema, you know, half a chance and it's goal.
And
Not
it's
even a
goal.
full
Yeah.
chance, half a chance, it's a
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah, half a chance and it's goal. Ryan, bro, honestly, as you were speaking, you brought it to fruition.
Yeah, I'm telling you. It's so important to learn how to press, because when Jorginho gets exposed like that, everybody says he's not physical and stuff. But look, the most physical player in Fabinho could get exposed to if you don't have the right protection for him.
Bang on, bro. I think I might have to tweet that, bro. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Ryan. I'm gonna have to
it's
steal
okay.
that. I'm gonna have to steal that. I'm not even gonna tag you on my tweet. It's
Nah,
gonna be my
it's
tweet.
okay.
Oh my God.
It's
Players
so
are
true,
all
bro.
over the ground.
Pep
Flair.
Guardiola absolutely livid as well. Let's sort this out a little bit.
Bruyne explaining to Sterling, it's okay,
Sorry,
mate.
no.
Got you covered.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Ishan, someone's looking for a link, man. Do you mind helping them out?
Oh yeah, of course. I was just opening it. And then De Bruyne struck a goal.
Yeah. Big deflection. What a deflection. Sterling finishing is so bad. Unlucky deflection. Himanshu, good to see you, my man. City are way more up far this at the moment. City are winning the league, confirmed. Lucky goal, but who cares? I mean, it's early days, but it looks like City, they're not messing around. They're not messing around. Here we go. They open again. And Allison comes out, clears it. There was a lot of room there behind Trent Alexander-Arnold. City are just so well drilled, man. So well drilled. Yeah, amazing. I'm gonna have to tweet this out first. Boys, take over for a second.
So you need a separate time and focus to do
I
that.
need
Just
some
tweet.
focus, bro. I need some focus. I can't do this. I can't multitask, man.
I think so. The first goal has rattled Liverpool a lot. They're not pressing the way they naturally press.
Which is good, eh? I mean, yeah, if they keep that 4-1-4-1 shape without pressing high, they could try to win the ball in midfield. But then again, Man City is one of them teams that if you let them attack you, they could be really dangerous too. It's like a lose-lose situation sometimes with Man City. They can attack you from any direction.
Yeah.
But I think the best thing is not press. The more I get into tactics, the more I just appreciate the good defending, bro. Like, I'm not really a high presser,
But I think so, Ryan, the way Liverpool managed to counter all the tactics of Man City last in the previous fixture, that they had relentless pressing there. I don't think so. They did not press, and they were good in counter attack. And I think so. They played both of the teams played their natural game, and it was like it went out for a draw. You know what I mean? But this time around, seems like Liverpool might not be pressing, maybe because of the first goal, isn't it?
Yeah, I think when you press, it's impossible to close all the gaps. So you need to decide in your mind, where do you want Man City to have a gap?
Yeah,
Personally, for me, I would allow them to have the gap on the switch of play because you could always get bodies back and close that gap. But I would keep everything compact in front with a high press and in midfield because you never want to leave a gap in midfield. I think that's where things will go down
yeah,
because a gap in midfield you'll need your fullback to push forward and cover that gap, and then you're doomed. Then you have gaps in your back line. So I think I would
mm,
always leave the switch of play gap and hopefully count on my midfielders and defenders to get back on time.
right.
No, absolutely well said, man. Where do you want? Where are you as a team comfortable to allow the opposition? I suppose because basically what you're trying to say, Ryan, is that Liverpool, when they press, they need to have an idea as to where am I going to leave myself a little bit exposed where I can feel I can still cover for that. Because you can't, as you said, you can't press everywhere, you can't cover every single ground. You have to have an ideology as to where do you want to press the opposition, but at the same time be comfortable where they could possibly hurt you. But at the same time, how can you cover for that as well? That's what you're trying to
I
say, right,
think,
Ryan?
yeah, and I think that teams have different approaches. You can see that German teams have a zonal approach to pressing, right? So they press zonally, but Italian teams have a man marking approach. And what you can see with Xavi too in La Liga, when his front three presses and that attacking midfielder press to make a front four, his back line and midfielders are man marking. So they cover all the gaps. But when you man mark, it's up to 1v1 your defenders to do and midfielders to do their job. Like how we had Real Madrid 1v1 last time, but we didn't close them down enough or fast enough. So, but as you can see with Klopp, why there's always gaps to be exploited is because he marks zonally. A lot of German teams do
Exactly.
that. They press zonally.
Exactly. No, that's well said because, there always seems to be some gaps somewhere in
Hmm.
Liverpool's press. But that's how they play. That's how they've been successful. That's their philosophy. And you, as an opposition team, if you're able to exploit that, well, then you're going to have a good game. But at the same time, it's not easy. It's not easy the way Liverpool plays. Nice switch of play to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Finding Jota. Robertson. Robertson puts in a cross. And it's goal. Liverpool 1-1. There you go.
Ooh,
It's just
there
as
you
like
go.
that. It's just
Woo!
as like that. Diego Jota
Just
makes a
like
1-1.
that.
Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be
And
easy. It's
It's
not going to
again
be.
Trent Alexander-Arnold with the assist. How many times we've seen this? Alexander-Arnold to Jota.
This is honestly
Woo!
gonna be a treat, this match. After 12 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 1-1. Oh, was that offside? No, it doesn't matter if that was offside because the defender. The
Grand
thing
finale at his
with
best.
the thing I have to say, Edison should have done better, man. Edison should have done better. But the thing about Liverpool is the fullbacks. They're so wide,
Yeah.
high, wide, stretch the game, and they're absolutely brilliant when it comes to delivery. And now Pep's in the mud. Look at Pep. And now Jurgen Klopp is
And-
celebrating.
Miss, it's like alone Mohamed Salah takes out two defenders himself.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
gives a huge gap to Trent every single time. That's why Trent has so much time on the ball.
But also, Ishan, that switch of play, I think it might have been Thiago Alcantara that went from the left side to
Yeah.
the right side to find
Yes,
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
That was
See,
brilliant.
ladies and gentlemen, these are the top, like, sometimes we need to, we sometimes too many sideways passes to reach to that particular part. This is why I advocate for Kovacic. Kovacic is the kind of player for us who'll look up and will see Reece James or whoever is in the right and will switch the play quickly to take advantage of that space. I mean, Ryan, Thoughts on that goal, man? I know Edison should have done better, but that play was sensational.
Yeah, I mean, from the 5 minutes ago, I didn't say, but I noticed that Man City was pressing narrowly. You know how I said that Liverpool was keeping a 4-1-4-1. If you watch their wide midfielders were keeping wide, covering that wide area, even though they left their midfield kind of exposed. But with Man City now, the way they pressed, I think they used 4-4-2. But what
Yeah,
happens with that 4-4-2 to get that midfield numerically good? I mean, numerical matchup is that their wide midfielder tucking in inverted midfield in central
yeah,
midfield, leaving gaps for Liverpool fullbacks to get the ball, and that's exactly what happened there.
that's
And
exactly what's happened.
so
Yeah.
one team is pressing with a 4-4-2, one is pressing with a 4-1-4-1.
And both of them had flaws in it, right?
Yeah, basic thing is when you have such good teams like this, flaws bound to happen. Bound
Yeah.
to be paid for. Whereas if he was against a lower team like say Chelsea or something, it wouldn't probably matter having those flaws because Chelsea wouldn't take advantage of them.
Well, the way we played against City both the times this is and City were almost through again, almost through. Yeah, the way
You
we
see
played
that? You
against
see that
City.
there? They
Yeah,
ask a question. They ask
yeah,
a question.
different
That's what you
different
need to
type
do.
of
Ask
questioning
a
him.
different question.
Yeah,
Ask a different question, man.
always asking different questions, man.
And you
That
see, they
time,
won the second ball. You don't have to win the first ball. You win the second ball, you get a shot off goal.
exactly,
Both these
exactly.
teams are like, somewhat the same in terms of attacking, where they have so much in their arsenal when it comes to attacking wise. They can pull out any sort of attacking style and then try to score a goal, but it's
Mm,
not the
mm.
same when it comes to Chelsea. And Miz, I think so there was a very very important made by Jonathan yesterday, that even if we try to create, I don't think so it's the wrong type of sort of attacking creation, but then the pace is so slow that it takes the spark of that attack. It has
That's
to
the
be
thing.
quick. We're
That's the
not
thing.
quick enough.
And this is the issue, man. I mean, yesterday we looked great, but I partly think that because how frantic and frenetic Southampton was as well, like they wanted to play this high octane football, leaving so many gaps everywhere, so naively, which allowed us to play a quick game. And this is what I was saying. I feel like when the opposition wants to play quick, we end up playing quick as well, and that's when some of our attacking players they let their instincts take over. But when we come across a team that wants to slow things down a little bit, that wants to just sit back and have a little bit more defensive structure, we're not quick. We don't think quick. We take too long to realize what to do. Um, and this is the challenge for Thomas Tuchel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the challenge for Thomas Tuchel. If hopefully, I'm praying that he sticks around as well with all the ownership BS that's going around. And I want to see him play his football. I really do. I want to see him play his football. And if that means that maybe he needs a couple of his own players, so be it. But I hope the owners are on board. I honestly cherish and look forward to the moment when we can play like these two. Like, have a look. There was a really good comment from Sosa Das, DBS. Sorry, we are not on these two level. 100%, we're not. We have to say the two games that we've played against City this season, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, we played with such fear, with such nervousness, which is very much unlike us from what we did last season. But I must say, we did fare a lot better with Liverpool both the times. I mean, I'll ask both of you guys. I'll go to Ryan first, and we'll ask Ishan after. Ryan, why do you think this season, particularly, every time we've played Liverpool, we've looked like we're ready for the challenge, but every time we've played City this season, we've looked so timid and scared. I mean, what is it about the Liverpool style of game that makes us feel, oh, here we go, Kyle Walker in a lot of space. Kyle Walker delivers a cross, intercepted by Jean Matip. By Van Dijk. Of course, Van Dijk. But Ryan, what, from your particular point of view, that you think that we're able to take on Liverpool toe to toe, but when it comes to City, we're a little bit more scared?
Wow, that switch of play was so good, by the way. Even though
That
I said
was
out
brilliant.
loud, the gap on the switch of play, these teams are so good, man. Like they'll
Mm.
exploit any. They're so smart too. Like at first they had space in midfield to exploit. They did. Now they have space out on the switch.
And they're exploiting that.
And it's
Yeah.
natural. He doesn't need Pep to go halftime and tell them to go wide, or Pep to say going in through the middle. They have game smarts. They're brilliant. They've seen it all. They have played against all types of formations, all types of defenses, and they
Yeah.
just know how to problem solve. They are, it's crazy, bro. So good. But what was the question you asked? Why
Um,
City?
yeah.
Why
Why do
City?
we fare a little bit better against Liverpool, but not so much against City?
No, I think inherently the way Man City plays, Liverpool plays, they leave gaps through their fullbacks, right? So in wide
Mm.
areas, we could take advantage of that on the counter. Um, and I think just their backline is notorious for being vulnerable, especially through that right back position, and we take advantage of that. Whereas for City, they aren't as vulnerable in defense.
Yeah, yeah, and this is what some of the people from live chat are saying as well, that because Liverpool's defense is a bit different to City's defense, and I guess City's press is obviously something that scares the living daylights out of us. They have world class manager with the players of their manager's choice, with years and years of stability, which we don't have. Absolutely, I'm hoping we get to a situation. City are in the danger zone again inside the box. It's been managed by Liverpool. Bernardo Silva whipping in a cross. Rodri, and it's gone out of corner. What a match. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. Ishan, I mean, what's your thoughts as well? Like similar, I suppose, when we play against Liverpool, perhaps it's their high line which allows us to exploit their defense, and I guess City's press is a bit too much to handle.
Yeah, I think so. It's a tricky question because both the teams maintain a high line, both the teams like to press. But I think so. The difference where falls is exactly what Ryan said. I think so. The defense of Man City looks more stabilized. Their team as a whole, I feel, is more balanced comparatively to what Liverpool is. Sometimes
Yeah.
Liverpool looks like just to press relentlessly and maybe get a bit destabilized in terms of defense. But Man City, they keep their back. They keep their one eye on defense as well. They know how to press. They know how to play every style of football in an equally balanced way, and they know how to switch tactics in middle as well. So I think so. That's the difference between two teams. But then yes, it's a fair question to ask though.
Look at this game, ladies and gentlemen. This is insane level of game.
Oh, look at that.
Man City had the ball, then they lost it. Counter press, wins the ball, Fodigers into the wide into a pocket of space, delivers a cross which no one was there in the middle, and off the back of that there was a counter attack, and all of a sudden Mo Salah was 2v2. What? Oh, it's
Both the teams are not getting a chance of a breathing space. You know what I mean?
literally no time to breathe. Literally no time to breathe. Um, and both the teams are so aware of exploiting a weakness in the opposition team. As soon as they see, oh my god, did Edison just? What happened there?
Oh my days, what is he doing?
Did
Oh
Edison just?
my days. Yeah, he was dummying in the goal line.
And it was almost in, wasn't it?
Yeah, almost. He was dummying in the goal line.
Bro, Edison is. This is the thing with him sometimes. He has that in him, man. Allison at least doesn't have that predominantly, but Edison has this knack of being stupid at times. Cancelo finding was that Sterling or was that Foden? That was Gabriel Jesus. Wow, yeah, great air here, and he did a Mendy. I mean, Edison is far more superior when it comes to distribution, but oh my god, his leg was stuck. Holy damn! That was close. That would have been an absolute clanger. Wow. Wow. Who's Brazil's number one goalkeeper? Is it Alisson or is it Edison?
I think it's
so.
Allison.
Oh my God, they're through. Oh, that was pretty. Is that offside?
Wow, that was so close. That was so close.
That actually he was on. John Stone
Johnstone
was
should
on.
have thrown his body for the ball.
Yeah, John Stone was actually on.
Yeah.
So that wasn't John Stones. Rodri. Rodri was actually on. He was crossing it for John Stones.
Whew.
What atmosphere, man. Look at that stadium. Looks unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got over 50 people, nearly 60. Brilliant to see. Please smash the like button. Get those likes up. The likes are huge to the growth of the channel. And as I always say, the likes, they play a key role in terms of algorithm. So if you enjoy this channel and you enjoy the conversation, you enjoy the interaction, make sure you smash the like button. If you're here for the first time as well, make sure you subscribe. And be a huge part to the growth of this particular channel. Edison goes long.
After City scored, miss, although Liverpool looked shaky, but somewhere down the line, the fact that these guys are not going to rest, right? The fact that they have the answer. They have the answer to the question that how they're going to score next. And they literally scored. When it comes to us, Chelsea, I think so. One goal early on, we'd be scratching our heads and asking that how are we going to score the next goal?
Especially with teams like these guys. Yeah, yes. Like if any of these two teams end up scoring first, we do find it very difficult. I know in recent times we've come back against Liverpool, but
I mean, this wasn't the case last season, miss, because last season we beat Man City 3 times in a row.
Correct.
Yeah.
How come this season we've just succumbed to pressure and we literally give them the whole game in the hand?
I'll tell you how we've succumbed, and it was very well said by Ryan in the previous video. Last season, do you know what, Ishan? We're not as technically gifted as these two teams. But the one thing that we may have over them, which we did last season, we had a lot more aggression. We were getting to the second ball. We were tighter. We were cutting off passing lanes. We were pressing it well as a unit. We just had the work rate more than them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas this season, we're not mad anymore. We're not, like, as Ryan said. Ryan, what did you say the other day in the video? Like hungry dogs or something like that?
Pit bulls.
That's it.
Yeah. Now, 100%. How can you have a work rate when we have a shoeless tying merchant in front heading the line, and you've got Ruben Loftus-Cheek who just knows how to, body the ball, no signs of tracking back? How can you have a work rate like that?
Thumbs up merchant, shoelace tying merchant, flick the hair merchant. Although he got a haircut, which is great.
What do you think about Loftus-Cheek at right wing back?
Look, that is the biggest talk at the moment in the fan base. Everyone thinks all of a sudden Ruben Loftus-Cheek is a right wing back. I'm not going to fall for it just with one particular match. I need to see him in many different scenarios. This is my verdict, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think, and I want to hear from the boys as well. Top question once again from Ryan. Yesterday, we saw Tino Livramento and Kyle Walker-Peters, especially Kyle Walker-Peters, because that's where Ruben Loftus-Cheek was. We'll just have a look at this KDB. Yeah, very, very poor free kick. And it could be a counter here. 2v3 and pretty audacious from whoever that was in the midfield. It was Trent Alexander-Arnold. But yeah, Ruben Loftus-Cheek was, without the ball, was tucking in midfield. Okay, he was more in midfield, which then what he did was, I thought he was more as a right midfield. And because Kyle Walker-Peters was bombing up, it allowed for so much space. I mean, that's what I saw, but I could be wrong. What was your thought?
I thought that he played generally like how Reece James played at right wing back in attack. Like, I thought him to be wide more than he was in midfield when I watched over him match this morning. And he was wide way more than he was tucked into midfield. I heard a lot of people saying he was an inverted wing back, but yes, he was in inverted position sometimes for the switch off play where he could drive forward. But typically to break down Southampton, he was out wide. It was really Mount who was dropping in
Did you
into
think he was
midfield.
really wide though? Not like hugging the touchline. I felt like he was more like in a right midfield position.
Did you guys just see what Cancelo did there? He's
That
like,
was
he's
unbelievable.
who
Unbelievable
needs
what Cancelo
Grealish?
did.
Who needs Grealish on the side? Look at that.
Oh, and KTB almost scored as well, man. Wow.
Oh my days, Cancelo is a genius.
I don't think I, I think he was playing like a typical right back, looking like a right back. Yeah, he wasn't playing like a winger, but none of our wing backs play like wingers anyway.
Shall we do a
But
video on that? Because a lot of people are advocating for him to play like that against Real Madrid. I just feel like, Ryan, Real Madrid ain't no Southampton, man. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but who
they're not
else
gonna
we
be
have?
foolish.
So we'll go with Reece James and Christensen.
Look, I won't be surprised if Thomas Tuchel opts for the same sort of tactics to bring in Reece James as a left wing back. I would rather actually prefer Alonso because I feel like Alonso. You saw his goal, right, Ryan? His first goal. Alonso just has a knack of finding himself in the box. Like he adds that extra body in the box. I don't
think
know
we
how
need
he
to
does
throw
that.
the kitchen sink at it, bro. But maybe we would save that for a preview. We'd save that for a preview. Are you doing a preview tomorrow?
Yeah. It's going to be a mad preview, man. As a special guest, I might even contact Advait to come down as well, because obviously it's Real Madrid. But shall we? You and Ryan, you and me, Ryan. Shall we do a separate sort of live on it, or just a video to talk about it?
We could.
Because there's actually there's going to be quite a few people already.
Because
for the
I went
preview.
in to the match, right? I heard a lot of people talk. I missed the match live yesterday, right? So I heard a lot of people talking about Loftus Cheek right when back was amazing, this and that, right? So I watched over a match to possibly write a third on that. While Loftus Cheek was there and he was okay, my biggest takeaway was how good Mason Mount was that game.
Sensational. Mason was sensational. And again, oh my God, these teams, they don't mess around with each other,
Yeah,
man.
they don't.
They do not mess around. They sense danger, they exploit it. You better be on your toes. And again, space. Sadio Mane, he's in. And City are defending well here with Kyle Walker. Thiago lays it off to Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson with a chip pass to no one.
You
Finally,
see,
just
a blink of an
breakdown.
eye by one team and the other team is ready to just go for the goal.
This is crazy.
Boys,
This is
we
the
can
best
all
of the
breathe.
best you get at football at this level.
Oh
These
my
two
God.
teams.
Let's take a breather, boys. This game should be like every 25 minutes. Let's break, everyone.
Yeah.
Strategic
Ryan,
timeout
you were
here.
talking.
Strategic timeout.
Yeah, strategic timeout, 2 minutes and a
Yes.
half.
Oh my God. Yeah, Ryan, you were saying though.
I was just
about
saying
Ruben
that
Loftus-Cheek.
I went into it wanting to make this thread on Ruben, but I came out of it thinking about how good Mason Mount was, man. And
Yes, he was sensational, man. The way he was finding Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well on a regular basis, quick passes, the way he was finding himself in the box as well, the way whenever he saw a shooting opportunity, that goal that he scored was a fantastic. That was Lampard-esque. That goal was Lampard-esque. His passing was Lampard-esque as well. And I don't know if you boys saw this yesterday. Post-match, he did say about his haircut. He goes, I had to do it because it was irritating me throughout the match. The hair would come in front of my eye line. And so I like it. Like he was humble about it. It was bothering him. I could see because every 2 seconds he would have to brush his hair. I don't think that would be comfortable. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I wonder what Lukaku has to say about his thumbs up and his shoelacing. We need to hear about that. Tying his shoelaces, thumbs up.
We all think about Timo.
Once again, I think that game was tailor-made for Timo, man. Ishan, what's your thoughts?
For Timo?
Yeah.
I know you're putting me on the spotlight on this Timo question.
I wanted you to take care of the Timo question.
I know why you're doing this, Wiz. But yeah, I think so. 100%. It was a game made for Timo, and not just that, but the way we played also, really complemented Timo, and the way Southampton allowed us to play the way we played complemented Timo. So everything
Yeah.
worked for Timo all around. But then good to see him get the goals. Maybe this is the final hope, and he gets his confidence back, and maybe starts playing like this every game.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan, I felt like Timo once again with such a high line with Southampton. The goal he scored as well. Even before the goal, yes, I'm not going to deny his link up was very good yesterday. Um, I think he played in a up two with Kai Havertz. Mason Mount played as a 10, and then obviously we had Alonso and Ruben Loftus-Cheek as outlets, and he linked up really well with all of those players. But I'm not going to sit here and think once again Real Madrid are going to be so tight. Can Timo do it when spaces are tight? Can he? That's what I'm willing to see. He possibly
Is
could. I don't know. I know he did well against Real Madrid last season. Uh,
I mean, I think so. You're right. Now we're in a position where maybe Timo might be for a question. For the next lineup against Real Madrid, he might be one of the probable
I think
names.
I want you
I
all to
think
watch
too.
back. Like
Yeah.
if you all could watch back that match, I want you all to watch from the 45th minute to the 60th minute. That's when we went from 4-0 to 6-0.
Hmm.
When the match now started, Southampton defended using a 4-4-2, right? Like what Tuchel said, right?
Hmm.
And then they changed. Everything was too open. Like what was happening? That wide midfielder was tucking in too much or pressing forward too much, allowing space for Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Mason Mount to drop in there and get too much space. So in the second half, Southampton changed to a 4-5-1, which happens to be how Real Madrid defends a 4-5-1. And I thought that we used different tactics to break down that 4-5-1 in that 20
Oh my
minutes.
God! A goal out of nothing. A goal out of
Wow.
nowhere. I think it was once again Jacques Cancelo finding Gabriel Jesus. This Jacques Cancelo. I mean, sorry, Ryan, to break
No,
in.
no,
Oh
Who
my
would have
days!
imagined Jesus to score? My days.
Was that Jacques Cancelo's ball from midfield?
Yeah, yeah, seems like.
The corner comes in, defended by Real Madrid, forced to Jacques Cancelo. Jacques Cancelo, look at the way he finds Gabriel Jesus early, and Gabriel
wow.
Jesus was onside. Oh my God!
My days. It's the first Premier League goal in the calendar year for Jesus.
What? Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
First goal
talk
for
about
Jesus
Jacques
this year.
Cancelo, Ishan, bro. Oh
Look
my
at that. Oh my
goodness, bro.
days.
This
I
guy's
am
not a right back.
elated.
This guy's not a right back, bro. This guy's as good as
This
Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's Trent
exactly.
Alexander-Arnold.
This guy is the most versatile fullback I've seen in my life,
Except
man.
he's
He
better
can
than
do
Trent
everything.
Alexander-Arnold in defense, Ishan.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I think so. The way he dribbles and tries to
Wow.
attack as well. I have not seen Trent do that. I think so. Trent is very good in delivering crosses and passes. He's very good in that. Maybe he's better than Cancelo in that. But then Cancelo's overall gameplay, his defense, his dribbling abilities, his vision, passing, everything is superb, man. This guy is just on another level.
Unbelievable. Ryan, bro. What you have to say about Jacques Cancelo before we get back to the conversation of Timo Werner again?
One of my favorite players out there, man. He always finds a way
Sensational.
to make things happen. That is what I want my inverted wing back to do. That is an inverted wing back fullback. Crazy.
Yeah.
I just thinking about how anytime there's just a little hint of blood, like what Conte said, when you smell blood, it's time to kill. And these guys, once they see that little space, they go in a split second and attack it. Whereas we take about 5 seconds to attack a space. And then by the time we choose to, the gap is gone.
Yeah. Oh my God. I am. Yeah, I have to say, Jacques Cancelo is the most complete fullback. His ball playing ability, his pace, his aggression, and his defending, his track backing. He's the most complete player. He can play in the right and left. Oh my God.
How much do you think he would be worth in this market?
178 billion.
Billion. Did you guys realize his both feet are capable of doing laurels? And he's double-footed as well. Trent is not.
Oh my
This guy is
god.
just amazing.
Bro, no one can tell me Jacques Cancelo's delivery is not as good as Trent. Like,
Yeah.
it's as good as Trent. But it's his aggression as well, it's his pace, and it's his defending.
Man can bomb up to dribble like a Neymar and take shots on goals like he's a prime winger and then drop back to defense as well. What else do you want?
Nah. I mean, Ryan, honestly, realistically speaking, how much is he worth? He would
Yeah.
have to be the first fullback that has to be worth more than 100 million. It has to be.
Yeah,
Because
and
you're
he's
not just getting a fullback, Ryan. You're getting 4, 5, 6 players in one. What the? Yeah, that's offside. Come on. Yeah, you're getting a plethora of players in one, Ryan.
he's one of the best in the world, to be honest.
Who did he play for previously? Sporting.
Juventus.
Oh, he came from Juventus. What was Juventus thinking, bro? Oh my god. That's incredible. Jacques said, I'll got him in my team, in my FPL. I just realized, man, I did have Alonso in my team, but he's in my bench, man. 12 points in my bench, Alonso. Hopefully, Jacques Cancelo can make up for all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, 40 minutes gone. Man City 2, Liverpool 1. We are being treated. This is probably the best game I've seen in the Premier League this season. 100% the winner takes it all. I can't see the winner of this match losing to any Mickey Mouse teams in the Premier League ever again in this season. So we are potentially seeing the winner. Oh, Mane inside the box. I don't think this is over, obviously, because Liverpool will have something to say about all of this again.
And Pep Guardiola with his iconic sweater written "Mother, Mother, Mother, Mother" at the back.
Yeah. Okay. Liverpool are rattled. This is intense. Marina needs to step down from transfer business. I love Chelsea fans when we watch all these matches. We just talk about how poor our transfers have been, and yeah, sure, bro. Yeah, Benfica, Valencia, and Juve. Wow, Benfica. There's some gems in Portuguese league, man. We're not aware. Our scouts are they get their recommendation from Twitter. So Foden with a fence. Foden, what a player! What a player!
Wow.
Sterling missed out again, ladies and gentlemen, but probably not his fault. He was just a bit short, I suppose.
Nah, he could have thrown his body. I think so. At least could have hit the ball.
Yeah, just needed to anticipate it a bit earlier. Foden, boys, what a lovely ball to set up. Oh, Foden was almost through again. Boys, I have to say, Foden, the best English young talent, would you say?
Yeah, but nothing compared to Pedri. Just saying.
Ooh. Pedri's fantastic, I'm not going to lie. I've already said that he's generational. But I think he's got a lot more development to happen, obviously. But I feel like Foden is in a very advanced stage, Ishan.
And I think both. I would
Liverpool
say
through. What a tackle. What a tackle from John Stones. Wow. Go on, bro. Go on, Ryan.
I feel like I've had jinxing. I must see something, then something massive is happening in this game. But
It's too wild. It's too
I
wild, this
forgot what I
game.
was gonna say. That's how.
Um,
What was I talking about, bro? What
we were talking about Foden and Pedri.
Oh yeah, I think both are really well, but then again, they play different positions, so I can't really say, you know.
That's
But
true.
both are tearing it up, and we're lucky to have both young players like that, man. Well, not we, but football. I'm talking about.
100%, 100%. Yeah, because Foden more or less plays as a winger or as an inside forward. He just owns that in between the lines, as Ryan always says, owns it. Technically so gifted. Turns and straight away into the space. And Pedri is more of a, you know, deeper midfielder that can progress into a cam. So he starts deep and then he
Yeah.
moves into cam areas. And his passing sensibility is unbelievable. A lovely, oh my God. Oh, City should be 3, man. City has created far better chances. Oh my goodness. Oh, was that offside? That time it was offside. Yeah, that time it was
Oh my
offside. Okay.
days.
That was offside.
What a good save by Alisson. Great save though.
Yeah. Oh, look at the way City are defending as well. They're so aware of setting up the offside trap there. City, ladies and gentlemen, in this first half for me, has been the superior team. Has been the
You know
superior
what?
team.
You know what, Miss? City are playing like the champions.
They are. They are. And Liverpool's playing like runners up. You're right. Yeah.
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 And again, they're so good, City. Switch the ball wide, one touch pass to release the inside forward. It's incredible, man. They know how to play. They know how to play, how to exploit wide areas, man.
Oh,
It's
what a
just
go!
no, it
I
wasn't.
I should just be on mute, yes.
Incredible. We're only seconds away from first half being over. Adam Lucas is saying, honestly, Ryan, don't you think Klopp tactically is a one-trick pony? Ooh,
No,
that is some level
no.
of insult.
How is that? How is he a one-trick pony?
I mean, just because Liverpool are trailing 2-1, you come out and ask this question. I'm sure in second half, if Liverpool come back to 2-2, you won't be asking this question.
Mhm.
So reactionary.
It's yeah.
But I'm telling you, I know Chelsea fans won't like this off me, but if we get knocked out, I want to see Peppers at UCL, man. He gets too much disrespect in his name. He gets too much disrespect on his name.
I think he'll be set up. I think City are the biggest favourites to win the Champions League. Ladies and gentlemen, half-time, 2-1 City. Wow. Let me just breathe for a second. My God, that was so entertaining. The level of football was insane. Ishan, I'll start with you, bro. What are we seeing, bro? What are we seeing?
We're seeing the grand finale as expected. You know what? Teams going head on with each other, but it was clear as day that for the first 45 minutes, like I said, City played like champions. City played like they really want to be champions. No two ways about it. Although both the teams asking a lot of questions, simultaneously, time and time again, one after the other. But then it looks like City are more stabilized. They know what they're doing, and the chances created comparison. If you compare it, I think so. City are ahead and better than Liverpool. I'm not saying that this can't be turned around. I think so. This is gonna. There are more goals to come in second half, but then
Split second, it can be turned around.
exactly both the teams are sniffing around like hound dogs. A blink of an eye, fraction of focus lost, and it's gonna be a goal. So it's a high octane, best of Premier League that we are watching.
'Cause
100%. Ryan, go on, bro.
what do you think is the missing piece of this City team from a striker's perspective? Like, what do you think the type of profile striker City would need to
Wow,
not even take
top
that next
question.
step, but just to get that stability in that front line? I mean,
Look, already in this particular match, Ryan, we've seen Sterling getting into that really juicy false nine or number nine position, and twice. Well, first time he missed, and KDB made sure he capitalized on that, and then the second time he was just slightly late in order to get that cross from Foden. I think the type of striker that they need is, honestly speaking, I think someone like Vlahovic, I personally feel, with his mobility, I think would have cleaned up at City. He would have played that
Vlahovic.
number nine role in a top manner.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it, but I don't
Felix
know.
as well from Ryan. Sorry, from Ray Allen. I think Ja Felix. But I
Yeah.
feel like Ja Felix, I don't know whether he could possibly be an answer. He could. Um, yeah, go on, Ryan. Who do you think is probably best suited?
Is there any striker right now who is like a Luis Suarez kind of striker? Because I think that was
Yeah.
a perfect type of striker for City
Yep.
right now.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know who fits that mold or category right now.
Yeah.
A Suarez or Tevez, that kind of
Mm,
mold
mm,
of striker. I think
mm.
would have been perfect for them. It don't really need to be shorter. I mean, but that style of play.
I think even Aguero, he knows how to.
No, Aguero is perfect. Aguero is
Yeah.
perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
that type of striker. But I think for me, Suarez is probably the best striker
He
I've
was
seen in
incredible.
past 10 years.
Incredible. A lot of people are saying Darwin Nunez. I mean,
Who's that?
thoughts? That
I
guy
don't
from
know who's that,
Benfica.
bro.
From Benfica.
Darwin, Charles Darwin.
Just I think Ray, yes, very good player, Darwin Nunez, but and I'm sure he will do really well for City. But I think I agree with Ryan. If they had like a Luis Suarez, a Carlos Tevez, another Sergio Aguero type of, and I think this is why they've bought that player from River Plate. What's his name? Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez could be. I've not watched enough of him, but I've seen some clips here and there. I think he could turn out to be that type of a player. But if I was to say right now in world football, who plays in that style, Luis Suarez kind of style, or Aguero kind of style, or a Tevez kind of style, I don't think I can tell. I don't think I. I don't think I know who plays that kind of way. João Felix probably comes the closest. I don't know.
I think because I'm thinking, yeah, João Felix is good, but I want someone who could score 25 goals a season too. You can be all mobile, you want a striker, but you want a striker to be scoring 25 goals a season.
No, absolutely, man, absolutely. People are saying Holland. I mean, Ryan, we know Holland would be a treat for Man City.
Yeah, he's had a tough season, man, with injuries. That's the one thing that to take note of a young player, that muscle injuries, man. It just feels like Dortmund just gives these muscle injury players off to people. Because even Reina there too, he has a lot of muscle injuries too.
Do you think? Do you think Lewandowski? Because he's talking about perhaps leaving Bayern Munich and just trying something different. Maybe for a couple of seasons for Man City. Lewandowski, I think he would be sensational in that move.
Yeah, I think so too. Didn't he play under Pep too in Bad Bayern?
He did. He did.
Yeah, I think
Killed
that'd
it.
be.
Absolutely killed it under Pep.
Yeah, I think that'd be fantastic, man, for him to come here.
Yeah.
But I would also look. I would like to see. I'd like to see him move from Bayern. To be honest, either Barcelona or Man City. To be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lewandowski and Man City, I think they just win the league from the get go. Just give them the trophy.
Yeah.
Sensational scenes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just looking at
How about from
the.
a winger's point of view? Like you said that Sterling is lacking.
Mm, mm,
Well, they have Mahrez, obviously.
they
It's not
do. I
fast
think
still.
Mahrez is super quality as well, man.
Obvious. Someone said, of course, Ryan would say, but no, he's actually linked with Barcelona. That's why I said Barcelona.
They're onto you, Ryan, bro. They're onto you. They know. The live chat now knows you admire Barcelona a bit too much. Don't give them my secrets away, all right? I mean, I have to be honest, live chat. I really like watching this Barcelona under Xavi as well. Um, it's lovely football, honestly. It really is. So, yeah.
I just say like just because a striker rotate like moves a lot, I don't mean they're a false striker, you know. That one thing that irks me a bit. Just because a striker is mobile, that doesn't mean they're false striker. It's just they move. A lot of strikers used to move a lot, you know.
Now that it's become a fancy name, false striker.
Yeah,
It's just
like
strikers, man. It's just strike. Do you
yeah,
remember Thierry Henry? Did anyone used to call
yeah,
Thierry Henry a
a
false
false
striker?
striker. Yeah,
Thierry
like
Henry pretty much played everywhere.
basically every striker in the world a false striker now, bro.
Yeah, they're false. I think they expect. I think when they talk about striker, they think it's Lukaku who just stays static. But apparently, that's
You know what?
when you do that, then it's not good enough. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that I still have faith in Lukaku. That's why you never hear me bad talking him. I always have faith in him, man. I feel like he will. I don't know if he will be back to his best because it's a mental game with Lukaku. You know, it's a mental one. But I'm just saying that I think he's a top striker, man, and I will
Look,
support him to the end.
do you know what, Ryan? I don't think you're outrageous with that comment either. Look, my issue with Lukaku is something else. I personally, a lot of the people think that Lukaku is a rubbish footballer. Look, sometimes I react in matches in an aggressive manner because you're in the match environment, emotion flying, and when Lukaku does stupid stuff, you're obviously going to get upset. But I still stand by my thought that Lukaku is not a bad striker in the sense that literally a season ago he killed it for Inter Milan and he was killing it for Inter Milan. And in fact, he's killed it in the Premier League as well. I know a lot of people throw that Man United season. I get that. But even for Man United, he was scoring goals. I don't think he's a bad player. That's not my issue. My issue is the attitude at the moment. I think prior to the interview being published, that infamous interview, he was actually coming back. I felt like he was coming back. Have a look at the game when he's debuted for the second time for us against Arsenal earlier this season. He was a monster in that game. He was literally a monster. And then obviously we started to see some injuries and himself also being injured, and our style of football changed quite a lot. And we weren't looking as mobile, and this is where a part of his blame comes in. When we're a little bit more. But then again, also you can counter that by saying, why aren't we playing it to Lukaku quick enough so that he can link up? Look, we can't sit here and say that we as well are to blame a little bit in terms of we didn't adapt to a player like Lukaku as well. And
Yeah.
similarly, Lukaku didn't adapt to us. So it's both
Yeah.
ways. But
The thing is,
Yeah.
like, we don't hold Havertz up to the standard of playing like a Lukaku, an informed Lukaku. Why do we hold Lukaku to the standard of playing like a Havertz, roaming around and being like a midfielder and this and that? At the end of the day, it's atrocious that we spent 100 million on a striker and we haven't tried any ways to get the best out of him. Plan A didn't work. We didn't try plan B or C. And people say, well, why change the whole way you play for one player? Well, if you check it, our way of playing haven't really worked. And
100%.
and the thing is, Tuchel, a lot of people could say Tuchel didn't want him, this and that, but Tuchel said in that interview that they were looking for players of the profile like a Lukaku who could link play with our attackers and runners. So he had a plan for that type of striker. But the
Yeah.
thing is, at the end of the day, Chelsea is a results-oriented place, and he's not willing to drop that back three. He rather wins. He rather win in a dirty way and keep his job than play with all breaks off and get fired. And that's the thing at Chelsea. It's a board level pressure too. And he's not going to change nothing now because there's only one more month left in the season. He's just going to hang on, problem himself every game, and try to get the results.
And also the fact that there is no pressure from board level at the moment because we don't have owners. Our owner is about to sell, so he'll go with what he believes in. But people laugh at that situation, Ryan, and to the live chat. Yeah, we were talking about Lukaku staying static in between two defenders. I still remember when Ryan did that video a long time ago. There was a reason behind that, ladies and gentlemen. That reason was to attract two defenders so that our inside forwards can own the in between the lines. And then you also need the midfielders to stay in close proximity and find Lukaku quicker. That way he can lay off the passes, either slip in the inside forwards or lay it back to the midfielders and then take up a different position. It wasn't just for the fact of him just being in the middle of two. All the other players in and around him did not understand how to play out this scenario, did not understand how to utilize Lukaku at its fullest form. Now, yeah.
You know how Tuchel said, right? He is all about having the right structure and creating the right space, but then he will never tell his players what to do in those spaces. We could see that is actually happening. He creates a good structure with his tactics, but then the spaces that is created, our players don't do well in them. So they probably do need that instruction from Tuchel. Whereas before with Tuchel, the players he had, the Mbappes and stuff like that, Tuchel created the structure and then those guys did the rest within that structure,
Because they
within that
understood.
space.
Yeah, they understood what needs to be done.
But for us now, I feel like our players need a bit more coaching in those spaces, or what they probably
But you
need
know
to
what?
do.
And that's fine, Ryan, because they're young as well, man. And they're
Yeah.
they're not at the caliber of Mbappe and Neymar, let's be honest. So
Yeah, and I'm sure guys like Mane and all these guys and Salah and stuff, they came in with the raw materials, but they want the end product. I'm sure they needed that coaching from Tuchel too to become how smart and intelligent they are and the way they play.
yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. And maybe this is something, and it all comes into the whole thing, as you said, at Chelsea Football Club. There's that board level pressure. There's a pressure that if you have 2 or 3 bad results, then that's it. And maybe he doesn't have time to coach so much. He's just by hook or crook, by ugly way, whatever the case is. Let's win, and we'll try and sort things out as much as we can in off season, and work on those things in the training ground if we can. And hopefully, with the new owners coming in, maybe we can change that mindset a little bit and give Thomas Tuchel a little bit of breathing space and belief that, look, we're not going to be taking rash decisions where if you do go through what he just did in terms of losing to Brentford and then losing to Real Madrid, leaking 7 goals. If we didn't have any ownership issues, I kid you not, Roman would be in the phone calls asking what's going on with brother Tuchel. And maybe in the future, and us fans, we've now fallen into the trap as well. Like I personally have that. I don't have the patience either. As soon as I see our team losing 2 in a row and then in the verge of losing a 3rd one, even I lose patience. I start thinking, what's going on here? So hopefully the new owners can come in and bring that patience philosophy back into us, and be a little bit more patient with a top manager when we have a top manager like Thomas Tuchel. Like, I'm not talking about if you have, an Arteta or Frank Lampard. When you have a top manager like Thomas Tuchel, perhaps it's good to just give him the time to play out his level of football. And Sadio Mane is through, and there you go, ladies and gentlemen, 2-2.
You see, I came back.
Where's that comment who says
Yeah, the one trick
where's the-
pony.
What one trick pony?
tail pony? Yeah,
The
where's that
pony
guy?
Where's the
Come in front
pony?
of
Where's
me.
the pony? Bring the pony.
Yeah, let's see the trick. Let's see the
Isn't
trick.
this Premier League at its best, guys?
Bro,
Look
I
at
can't even
this.
talk. We can't even talk. Honestly, every time we talk about something happens.
A blink of an eye.
Sensational.
What did I tell you guys? A blink of an eye and gone.
Bro,
Goal.
who put that pass? Who put that pass with their left foot? Who got that assist? That was incredible.
Salah.
Mohamed Salah.
Was it Salah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Salah split them up. Oh, banana split. And Sadio Mane, first timer. That was all Salah. That was all Mohamed Salah. I can't believe these guys are dilly-dallying with. Look at Pep Guardiola.
I love Pep, bro.
I really like
the
he's
way-
so mad.
I really like the way Mane finished as well, because Ederson had his foot covered for the lower shot, which we
Yeah.
Chelsea players usually shoot and always get entrapped. But Mane finished it really well.
I mean, Mane 100% was sensational in that finish. But that pass from Salah, bro, wow, split open that defense, man. The levels of these two teams. Nah.
Yeah, different class, bro.
Nah, man.
Telling you, Premier League is lucky to have these two managers, man.
Oh my God. Boys, honestly, let's take a moment. I'm pretty sure while we are talking, there'll be another goal. I'll start with you, Ishan. Talk to me about the levels of these two teams, bro. This is
I've said it,
incredible
man.
what we're seeing.
These two are creme de la creme, not just Premier League, but world football. Name me two teams playing in one league, fighting for the title, and they're in the Champions League as well, fighting for that title as well. None. And that too, both the teams are on a level where you can say they're the best in the world. Both the teams are like that.
Wow.
Doesn't matter who the opposition is, they give their best. They know their know-how. That's the biggest thing about these both teams. Even if Pep Guardiola does not just takes a day off, the team will know what to do. You know what I mean? They'll do their best, 100%, regardless.
Ryan, it's a bit strange what I'm seeing in the second half. For some reason, City's defending with just four, generally without the ball, or maybe also they're getting caught out, losing the ball. But Liverpool already going very wide and exploiting that gap that Man City is providing. Have you noticed as well? Like, too many times it's like 3v4, like it's 4 flat, and then they've got space out wide already.
Yeah, I did it. As I said, man, the way these two teams defend, they defend very zonally. There's bound to have space. But as I said, I like a man marking approach. But when you have players like of this caliber, going 1v1 is very dangerous because it's like 50-50, and you don't want to risk that when you have a title to win. So I'm thinking with this kind of quality and the form these two teams are in, there's going to have spaces either way you take it.
It's mad. They're just so lethal. I feel sorry for both the defense. It's like you make one sort of, I mean, if you expose one area where you can be exploited, you best believe the opposition will exploit that. It's sensational. Here we go. Liverpool again.
Last fixture ended on a 2-2. Now we're on a 50th minute already on a 2.
Yeah, and I don't think it's over, man. I'm pretty sure this could be 3-3-4-4. Oh my God, Allison came out.
Hmm.
Yeah, your goalkeeper would have to be like a. It would have to be like a outfield type of player as well.
Yeah, like a sweeper keeper. Yeah.
Yeah, you're literally having to utilize all 11 players. Oh my God, this is incredible. Shubha was saying also in FA Cup, yeah, these guys are playing in the FA Cup as well, man. That's mad, man. Um, that's what happens when you have proper structure with proper managers. Kudos to these two teams. Incredible. That's City's weakness, their defense. I don't think so. I don't think City's weakness is defense. It's just they're coming up against a very, very potent attack. Oh, again, I still maintain City is far more balanced with both the teams. I think City's attack, City's defense is far more balanced, whereas Liverpool, no disrespect to their defense, Liverpool's defense is very strong as well, but probably City's one is a little bit more superior. Uh, in all honesty, I really don't see City having too much. Oh my God. Honestly, Liverpool this half are all over them. They're attacking the wide areas brilliantly and then bringing up the play. They go through the middle, then they go wide, and one touch they try and
Jota could have
bring the
done
play
better
into the
there.
middle.
Jota could have done better there with the one touch.
Yeah. The Liverpool players are really taking advantage of that pockets of space, like in those inside forwards area. For some reason, Man City, all of a sudden, this particular half, their defending is a bit strange. Yeah, Carefree FC. Diaz could be key in this game. Diaz would be electric with the space that City is giving up. I don't know why. Like, nice ball to Kyle Walker. Yeah, as you guys can see, City when building up, they literally have just two with the two CBs, and then their fullbacks are wide and going forward. If there's one mistime pass, the way Liverpool is set up off the ball, they've got five ready to pounce. Yeah, City's got to be very careful about their passing. Sterling out wide now. Joao Cancelo, Rodri. What happened there? Offside. When did that become offside? I kind of feel sorry for Connor for not getting to play a big semi at Wembley, but why should we strengthen Palace? This is a very interesting topic. It really is. This is another thing that's going around. I understand. Obviously, why should our player play against us? But personally speaking, ladies and gentlemen, I would like that rule to be changed. I really would. No point in sitting here and talking about the fact that, oh, why can't Connor play against us, this, that, and another. Obviously, Palace put in a request if they can, and rightly so. Chelsea's going to say no because he's one of your better players. But I think this is something that the Premier League needs to look into.
But then, Miz, I think so. The loan system is changing. The rules are already changing. So, from next time, it won't make much of a difference. Once a team is, restricted in terms of loaning out players, you won't find so many players from a single team loaned out. So,
No, the
number.
loan system restriction is only for overseas players, Ishan. So you can loan out your homegrown players. That doesn't count into the loan system, apparently. That's what I heard. Like, say, for example, if you loan out Lukaku, that counts as one player. Like, you can only do up to, I think, 6 or 7 or something like that, overseas
All
players.
right, all right.
But if you loan out your homegrown players, your academy players,
So,
you can do that as much as
basically
you
the
want.
Cobham boys are not counted.
They can be on loan. Yeah, they can be on loan. I mean, live chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But that's the understanding that I have. That if it's Cobham boys, they can be loaned as much as they want, and they can play for other Premier League teams and so on and so forth. Um, but I feel that rule, boys, it needs to change. I feel like if I mean, think about it. I'll go to you, Ishan, and I'll see what Ryan has to say. If we're giving a player that is very important to the opposition team, which Conor Gallagher is, and then he doesn't get to play against us, it really does put them in a disadvantaged position. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it does, 100%. It's the semi-finals. Imagine what if he was barred from playing the final. You know what I mean? It would have been
Oh, can you
dramatic for him.
imagine? He can't play the final.
Exactly,
Nah,
him
they
being
need to change the. They need to
such a
change it,
young
bro.
player, and
Yeah.
he might be one of the players who single-handedly might have won them the quarterfinals or semi-finals, maybe to
Bro,
reach
he's
that
top
position,
three
right?
player for Palace. He's top three player for
Hundred
Palace.
percent, 100%. And just imagine just plucking that player out. Yes, I think so. It's a huge disadvantage, though.
Yeah, I mean, look, Jeff Knightley is
Maybe
saying,
you can change it in cup ties, Miz. Do you know what I mean? Maybe not in the Premier League ties, but in the
no,
cup ties you can
I
change that
say
rule.
change it, Ishan. I mean, if we are able to loan out a player to develop, let them play against us. Why not? I want to see how players play against us. I really do. Do you know what I mean? I want to see their levels.
Yeah.
Um,
I think my opinion on it, I don't really care about the development and stuff like that. What I care about, I think it's just like, okay, if you're paying this player a salary, then he should be able to play all games, right? That's the ideology I go by. I don't see the romanticism in having him have that experience or whatever, but at the end of the day, I don't know how loan salaries are if like the parent club pays like
I,
half the
I think in
salary
this
or
case, Palace is. I think you're right, Ron. There are cases where Chelsea pays part, the other team pays part. Um, I think in this case, what might have happened is not only they pay a loan fee to Chelsea, but they are paying part of his salary. Maybe I could be wrong.
So maybe
yeah.
a rule which which enables a team, if a team is paying full salary of a loanee player, maybe that the team
Yeah.
can play
I can
Yeah,
against
see a
its
rule.
parent team.
I guess
That
this is what
should be the
Ryan
rule.
is saying as well. That if they're getting paid, but say Conor Gallagher is completely getting paid by Crystal Palace, and they're through Man City into the box, Bernardo Silva. Liverpool has tracked back well. Danger still not dead. Bernardo Silva finds Foden. Yeah, gone. Sorry, boys. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, if they pay full salary, then perhaps. Surely we could put a clause ourselves in the contract stating that they can play. I mean, I'm not just talking about just our players. I'm talking about from next season, throughout the Premier League, throughout all domestic cups and whatnot. I just feel lone players should be able to play. Like I personally think they should be able to play against parent club. Um, yeah, I don't understand why. Yeah, we shouldn't be worried. We shouldn't be worried against one player. Do you know what I mean? Like this is Chelsea Football Club. And I would love to see how Conor Gallagher plays against us. And if he dumps us out, well, surely it's not just one player dumping us out. That's on us. We shouldn't be losing against Palace. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think
Um,
so. Bringing the topic back to the game, isn't it interesting how Liverpool have, even after scoring a goal, they've actually able to absorb the pressure, the initial sort of thrust from Man City, and
yeah,
now it's more like a physical battle in the mid game. Ryan,
they
in the meantime, I'd like to ask you, with the links of that, isn't it that? Do you think any sort of tactics has changed from Liverpool point of view?
No, I could see they're still defending a 4-1-4-1. Um,
Yeah.
I think I've always seen more often. Now we're seeing more long balls instead of trying to do that build-up play. And I think that winning the second balls would be really important in how this match goes, because the movement is really fine margins between these two teams now. Tactically, I think both teams really set up. Now it's about asking as much questions. As I always go back to that, but these two teams are set up pretty set now from first half to now. So it's all about what creative ways to ask questions, and these players don't need advice from their manager to do that. They just know how to. Because you're seeing balls being played at every direction from both teams, centrally, out wide, inverted areas, long balls, medium passes, everything. But I'm seeing a reluctance to build play through short passes just because they don't want to lose possession um, in dangerous areas because they could lose the match if they do that now, right?
mm,
Because it's so close to the end of
Yeah.
the match. So definitely seeing more long balls now.
it's incredible. It's a good point that Ishan's brought up that Liverpool was behind twice in this game and they've come back twice. They don't believe in the opposition just scored, so I'm just gonna go to bed now. Um, they keep coming back. They keep coming back. They keep coming back, and it's incredible. I just saw that there's a goal from Man City, so maybe we're gonna see Man City now going forward again. It's incredible this match. KDB puts the ball through. Sterling, 1v1, goal. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. 3-2. And as we keep,
Wow.
as we were speaking, the
Was
Liverpool
it
are
was
back
it
and
one trick pony, guys? Come back to the comments now.
watch the one trick pony guy say. What were you saying,
Yeah.
Ishan? You were looking for me. You were looking for me.
Yeah,
Here you go. I'm back.
Ryan, isn't Club a one-trick pony? Because even after halftime, doesn't seem like he's done anything.
yeah.
Oh my god! And just when I thought maybe Sterling has been not the best performer in this Man City side.
De Bruyne has
Wait.
exploited
Are
the
they going to
transition
check
that
this? Are they
Liverpool
going
are
to
trying
check
to
this?
make.
I think he's offside. I think he's offside.
Yeah, he's off. He's off. He's way off.
I think he's just. If they give this, he's off. He's off. He has to be on. He's off.
Hey, there you go. Hey, there you go. When
They're going to
when
give
man
this. I'm sure
when
they're
man
going to
like
give this.
Declan says disallowed, it is better be disallowed.
Oh, God, he's already said it's disallowed. There you go. It's disallowed. This is when I like you, Declan, in these sort of scenarios when you're early. There you go. It's disallowed, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2. But that was a very good finish from Sterling. I was going to say Sterling is the only player that has probably not showed up, and then he ends up scoring. Best to just keep quiet, I suppose. But just going back to that point, there was a comment that I saw, ladies and gentlemen. I just need to bring this up from Declan in Ireland. If Gallagher scored or assisted a winner against us in the cup semi, I would be pissed. See, I guess each to their own. Me personally, this is how I look at it. As soon as we've loaned out a player, that's their player now for the time being. That's how I look at it. So I don't want to be. Yeah, maybe I would get pissed, but I'm not going to be angry if the rules was that they can play against us. Like, yeah,
Because I look at it from a different perspective where I feel that yes, your parent club needs to be respected, but maybe the platform can be different. You know what I mean? There are two platforms here. One is the Premier League, your regular bread and butter, and second are the domestic games. So why not, when you know the fact that, for example, Crystal Palace, right? We know that 100% we're gonna face Crystal Palace twice in one season in the Premier League, right?
yes,
We know that
yes,
that's guaranteed, regardless. You don't
yes.
know if you're gonna face a Crystal Palace in a FA Cup or a Carabao Cup. Correct. So if
Yes.
that in that scenario, when you know the fact that you're going to face Crystal Palace, okay, bar that player maybe in Premier League games, but
Sure.
in the games such as Carabao Cup and FA Cup, where you don't know whom you're going to
They should
face,
be allowed. They should be allowed.
maybe
Yep.
allow that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that maintains the equilibrium. Because just like this exact example where Conor Gallagher might have been their star performer throughout the FA Cup, and now he's been barred from playing the semi-final match. For him and for Crystal Palace might be the most important match, but he's not being allowed to play. And especially it's a cup game, and cup game for teams like Crystal Palace might be huge. You know what I mean? So yeah, maybe in domestic cup games they should be allowing lone players.
No, I like that idea, man. I like that idea because you can expect in the Premier League and face them twice. Okay, fine, you bar that game, but in the cups, let's. Yeah, I would not be one bit upset, ladies and gentlemen, if this rule changed. I know we're not going to do it, and I understand Chelsea has declined Crystal Palace's offer to let Gallagher play, and rightly so, rightly so. But I would like to see that change. I would like to see this rule change. And what Ishan just said, um, I think I wouldn't mind having that one bit, ladies and gentlemen. If you've noticed, there was a pass from the build up from Man City, which was trying to go out wide, and it was intercepted by one of the Liverpool players. And that is the scary part at the moment for this City build up. They're building up with the two CBs and the fullbacks really high and wide. One intercepted pass, and you're literally going to have 4v2 or 5v2 at times. So, yeah. Liverpool is playing. Liverpool's not really pressing all the way high. They're sort of in a mid. They're pressing from midfield sort of area. Oh, that's fantastically done there from Salah. Trent Alexander-Arnold, early cross. Now KDB through. They're up for a counter. Yep, Sterling, you're through. Sterling, you got to do something. Virgil van Dijk, marshalling nicely, and he's no match for. Oh my God, Sterling got bullied. Wow.
This was onside.
Oh my
This was
God.
purely
Oh my
onside.
goodness, my God. Virgil van Dijk just spat him out like a piece of crap.
It's like snatching a ball from a child.
It was Undertaker versus Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
says,
for real,
come
for
over
real.
here, choke slam. And Rey Mysterio was like, oh my God, that was incredible to see what Virgil van Dijk just did. Stood his ground and destroyed
Hey, listen.
Sterling.
Declan is speaking facts here, ladies and gentlemen. What are you guys? How can you do this to us? I mean, so many of you guys watching, not pressing the like button, watching here for fun. Come on, man, guys, press the like button and get the likes straight up to 100. I don't want to hear anything. No chat. 100 likes is what I want to see.
I love it. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, seriously, you let us know. You let us know. Like, I would have to say, Eunice's watch-along is very entertaining. The man is just so charismatic when he does the watch-alongs. But tell me, any other watch-along, not just in the Chelsea community, any other area where you're going to get this level of commentary and this level of interactions with you guys, I will tell you right now, I've seen plenty, and you're not going to get this. You're not going to get this. So, yeah, smash the like button. Yeah. All of us feel like we're together, watching the match and commenting and interacting. And if you're enjoying it, don't hesitate on smashing the like. Jota's coming off, ladies and gentlemen. And Luis Diaz is coming on. Oh, my God.
Now,
Oh, my
this
God.
is
Here we
interesting.
go. Here we go. We are going to see some electric pace. This guy is something else.
Would you rather see Diaz shift on the left side maybe, and Sadio Mane come into the middle?
Yeah, yep. I would like to see him in the wide areas. So either Sadio Mane comes in the middle, and which he has. Yeah, Sadio Mane has come in the middle. And Diaz has gone left. Let's see how Mr. Kyle Walker deals with Luis Diaz. Yeah, so you're right. Expressions is another one. Yeah, top watch-alongs because you laugh over there, absolutely laugh.
But only for
Uh,
Spurs games, though.
yeah, only for Spurs games. I don't think he does any other games. Mohammed is there. Great Khalid versus Hans Walker. Absolutely right. Ooh, what happened there?
Oh, that was a key deflection, though. Mohamed Salah's shot.
I'm checking this out now. Salah. Oh, yeah, that did take a deflection from the knee or from the
Oh,
thigh.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, from the.
is it a complaint of a
Ooh.
handball, though?
Nah, it wasn't a handball. No way, that was handball. But that was a corner. They didn't get it.
They didn't even get a corner.
Yeah, they didn't even get a corner.
Anthony Taylor at its best, man.
I guess he didn't see. The man is probably
What
old.
the hell? Oh my, there's such a big deflection, and man didn't even see a corner. I need to answer this, miss. But you are nothing before Abramovich. Rollercoaster, you are not even born before Abramovich. So let's shut it.
It's. I don't know if you saw this comment, Ishan, from the show that we did with Nitika. Oh, here we go. Gabriel Jesus inside the box. Oh my God, Jesus, my man. There was players in the middle. That's a bit overzealous there, bit too excited. Ishan, there was a comment from I think it was Kartik Sharma, maybe. He was
Yeah.
saying, Miz, this isn't the biggest game. The biggest game is Man United versus Liverpool. You talk too nice about Liverpool too much. You seem to like Liverpool a bit too much. Sometimes you support Liverpool more than Chelsea.
What?
And I go, Kartik, bro, I'm really disappointed that you've said this because I
Why
treat
Kartik
you as a
Sharma?
proper.
He's there. Yeah, he's there
And
in
I
the.
said to him, Kartik, you do realize I have literally spent money to see Chelsea and go to Club World Cup. I wake up in insane times, stay up in insane times to cover Chelsea Football Club. I bring content for you guys on a regular basis, twice a day,
Yeah,
sometimes 3 times a day.
yeah,
I have literally cried on my stream last year in the Champions League, and you were there, Ishan, as well. We
yeah.
covered the Champions League final together. I'm not about I like banter and all, but I'm not a stupid fan. Like when I see a good team like Liverpool, the
Yeah,
way they
yeah,
operate,
yeah,
and Ishan, like I despise Liverpool winning as well. Like I get annoyed when we lose against Liverpool. I want us to
yeah.
beat Liverpool on a regular basis. But that doesn't
100%.
mean I'm gonna sit here and their club is run properly, man.
Hmm.
And I get annoyed as well when people in the live chat sometimes, and I know it's just fun and jokes, it's banter. Like, Ryan and I, we watch a lot of Barcelona lately, and we talk nicely about Barcelona. And some fans think, oh, here we go, these guys, Barcelona fans. Guys, stop being so tribal, man. Stop being tribal.
I think that's the hard thing about running a fan channel, man. I make a promise to myself: if I ever make a channel, it will never be a fan channel because it's so hard to enjoy
So
so
hard
much
to please
football.
everyone. Yeah,
Hard to please everyone, man.
Because I mean, I don't sit here hating other clubs. I don't have that hate in my heart, man. I know some fans do. I just like to watch football. I just like to enjoy it and enjoy my free time with entertainment. As at the end of the day, football is escapism, right? I'm not gonna be here quarreling about teams and shit. I'm here to enjoy good football.
No, 100%, man. Um, yeah, this guy Rollercast is. Anyway, I'm just gonna ignore him. Um, Happy for you to come on and watch, enjoy the watch along Rollercast, but I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna have to ignore some of your comments. Um, it's strange how some people they'll go to a fan channel, they'll go to a channel just to be a nuisance. I don't know, boys. Do you guys have the time to do that? I really don't have the time to do
I
that.
really don't, man.
Mhm.
Get it?
These people, they actually have the time in the day to go to other channels and be a nuisance. My man, get a job, earn money, support your family. That's a better way to live life.
And
Please.
got no connections whatsoever, miss. Trying to understand that the matches between Man City and Liverpool, we three are Chelsea fans. Probably Ryan a bit a Barcelona fan now, but then Man's coming out as an Arsenal fan. What in the blue hell are you doing in the stream? I don't understand. What is your motivation?
I swear I never go to any other club's channel and comment.
But the
Like,
thing is, if you don't watch other football, right, you don't admire it for what you like and stuff, you'll never learn about the game. You'll just be in your own echo chamber, saying the same thing over and over, and not applying knowledge to your watchers. We provide knowledge because we watch other teams and we learn from them. It's not, and that's what we bring to you
yeah.
all. If you just watch one team all the time, if you've been watching Chelsea alone for the past 10 years, well, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you probably watched some lame ass football for like 7 out of that 10 years, to be honest.
No, it's true. It's true, man. Like, we can't sit here and say that, oh, Chelsea plays exquisite football on a week to week basis. We thrive to, we want to get into that stage one day, but it's very difficult at times. Ishan and I, we know, we've seen it. Like, we've covered so many matches together, and also now Ryan's coming through. Jonathan, luckily, we had a very good match against Southampton, of course, but just before that, Brentford, how difficult was that? Like, we got mauled by Brentford. Um, but we still do it because we love Chelsea, man. We love Chelsea. So yeah, as Ryan said,
It was funny though how a regular fan who visits the channel comes out and points finger at you, is talking about you not being supportive to Chelsea and being supportive to Liverpool more than Chelsea. That was funny though.
yeah, Kartik Sharma was literally saying to me, "Means you're more of a Liverpool fan than a Chelsea fan these days." And I'm like,
Oh my days, this
"Are
is funny
you
actually.
are you kidding
We
me?"
should sing the "You Never Walk Alone" song, bro. We should also. But I'm part of the Pep Hive though, so none of that for me.
Look at this guy, Miz. Why do you ignore Arsenal has a big club? What do you mean? I ignore? Your club is a big club.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
your
big club,
club is a
bro.
big club.
Your club is a big shit club, man. It's a big club, but a big shit club.
I mean, your club is genuinely a big club, but it's in the mud.
It's a big shit club,
You
full
have
of shit
to
club.
agree, Rollercast. Like, anyway, enough about all of that. But as Ryan said, we literally cover other games now because I swear I'm learning a lot. I know Ishan's learning a lot. Ryan is consistently learning a lot. And I think the live chat is learning a lot as well. So we as a unit together are just having more knowledge about football. So with me, yeah, banter is fine, but I'm not here to just do banters, man. Like, I'm not, that's not me. I enjoy banter. I enjoy the jokes here and there. And you guys have seen me joke around. Um, but I want to talk serious stuff as well. So it is what it is. 78 minutes gone, ladies and gentlemen, 2-2. And the ball has been stolen. Luis Diaz. And quickly, Man City is recovered. Ball into Naby Keita now. Fabinho. Out wide, and it's been intercepted. Fabinho pushes forward, and he's been beaten easily.
So quickly, how City joins back to reform the defensive structure. It's
Bro,
mad.
they got scared. They got scared because it was Luis Diaz. They had to drop quick.
Yeah.
It's incredible, man. 78th, 79th minute, and they're all of these players still with so much energy.
Guys, I know this is off topic, right? But I'm just gonna say it. What do you think about Ten Hag and Man United? You think that's a good fit? I'm really adamant about it.
I personally don't think it's a good fit at the moment because they don't play in that manner one bit. But if Ten Hag is given time and they're patient, because let's be honest, Ten Hag ain't going to come in and just change things around overnight. He's probably not even going to look at Pep Guardiola. Look at him. Look at him. He's literally was kissing Cancelo right there.
I wish that was
Love
me.
that passion. But I
My
literally
days,
don't.
look at that with that mother written.
Mother. Mother joke. I love it. I love it. He even has a shirt called Mother. Um, oh, almost. But yeah, Ten Hag. I don't think he's going to just come in and change things around for Man United immediately. They do need a lot of players gone, and they do need a lot of players that will fit Ten Hag's style of football. Ten Hag, ladies and gentlemen, is coming from Ajax, like, footballing royalty in terms of possession-based football, like proper possession-based football. And right now, Man United don't even know the letter P of possession-based football. So
No,
it's
but
going to be long. It's going to be
I
long.
think, in my mind, I think I really like that Ragnich is there. Because I think him and Ten Hag will be on the same page. So from top to bottom, they'll be on the same page.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, even though they do have money and stuff, but they'll have a better approach to signings now. They'll have a long-term plan now.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I think the only thing that worries me is the egos in Man United and Ten Hag, who is not used to dealing with such egos. I think like from a big club like Man United with players like that, I think Zidane could have been a good bet. I think he's used to personalities like that in his team,
Yeah,
and
but
he
I don't know. I don't know if Zidane would be able to match up with Liverpool and Man City. I
bro.
really
You
think.
guys,
People disrespect Zidane,
No,
but
no, no, no. I'm
last
not
season for
disrespecting.
Zidane, remember how much injuries Real Madrid had last season, and that guy still won it, and he did really well with them.
Yeah, but we picked apart Zidane's Real Madrid as well. I know, look, no
Yeah,
disrespect to Zidane. Like, you don't win 3 Champions League in a row like that.
yeah, you can't compare him to Pep and Klopp, yeah, because look how much they are like 15, nearly 20 years into their career. But when you think about Zidane and his short career, what he did, I would say 10 years from now, he could probably be one of those greats just as good too.
I mean, look, maybe he would have been a good fit.
And I like him defensively too. That's the one thing I like him over Pep and Klopp. I really like him defensively too. He knows he has that good mixture between knowing when to attack and when to suffer. And that's why I think Real Madrid have done really good as a club throughout all their managers. They're a club who knows how to win matches. They don't have to do it pretty all the time. I love pretty football. I love winning football too. And I think Zidane would have been good for them from a personality perspective. I don't know. I think Man United is a huge step for Ten Hag. I don't, but ideally, I don't know what other club I would rather Ten Hag go to,
Now, Man
because
United is a huge step for
I'd
Ten Hag.
probably
There's no
rather him to
doubt.
replace Pep, at Man City.
I thought that would have been the case, but maybe who knows down the track, if Pep stays for a few more years, maybe it's going to be Luis Enrique or Xavi. We'll see how Xavi does as well. No, but I get it. In terms of egos, yeah, is Ten Hag going to be able to manage the egos? Zidane probably would have just demanded that. I think Zidane's going to PSG.
PSG, or is he gonna
Yeah,
manage France
or
after World Cup?
either or, man. There's some talks that Mbappe will
all right, guys. Interesting substitution here. Robert Firmino in, and Sadio Mane is out.
yeah, and Jack Grealish was
Firmino.
in.
Firmino's a good shout for Barcelona, and I was thinking, that would probably be a good fit for Barcelona. I
Yeah,
think,
he would. Don't you like Aubameyang in that position?
yeah, but I'm thinking long term. Aubameyang is what, 32, 33?
I think Firmino is quite on the old side as well, man. He's in his 30s, isn't he?
Really?
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
This is
Firmino.
look
Firmino
at the
is.
way the match has turned physical, guys. I mean,
Yeah, there's been
big
some dirty
collisions,
tackles, man,
big
and
big
it's all
tackles.
from Liverpool as well. That tackle that time from KDB. By the way, Thiago Alcantara is on a yellow. He should be sent off.
Yeah,
He should be sent
yeah. I
off.
think so. This is clumsy. This is
How is
clumsy.
that not a yellow?
Yeah, that should have been a yellow.
Firmino's 30 as well. Yeah, he's 30.
Yeah, Firmino's foul also was very mad. I
And there was a
mean,
big foul on Bernardo Silva not that long ago as well.
So yeah, Firmino is 30 and Aubameyang is turning 33 this year.
Yeah, perhaps you can get a few more years from Firmino.
As a striker, Firmino could last until like 33 and stuff, 34, but I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think Firmino can bag 20, 25 goals for
That's what I was
Barcelona?
gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Um, Depends. It really depends because, as you said, Premier League is a faster league. You'd probably have more chances in La Liga. Um, I think if he could do what he could do in the Premier League, he has that which is really a false nine. Imagine what he could do there when he has a bit more space and time on the ball. It'd be really a treat to see. That's the thing about Pep and Klopp, to bring this type of football to the Premier League.
Ja
It's
Felix is a
special.
player that should probably look to go to Barcelona.
Felix,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
I
know
think
what that guy's been playing under Simeone now.
Simeone is smoke, bro. Simeone got his nudes. That's why. Yeah, boys, how's Thiago Alcantara still in the pitch? How is that not a yellow?
I don't know. Should have
And
been
that
gone.
should have been his second yellow.
Yeah, Thiago should have been gone.
What's going on with Anthony Taylor?
Amidst you guys were going bonkers on Eric Ten Hag and Barcelona, trying to bring Firmino. I think so. Liverpool are all out tackling on Man City from left, right, and
They
center.
are, bro. They are. Boys, who does a draw favor here? I mean, do you think City will still go on and have that one lead and win the league with 1 point? Or, like, who does it really favor here, boys? Or is it just, it doesn't really favor anyone? That's it. It is what it is.
I think
If
it puts
goes-
pressure on both of them, to keep on winning.
If it goes a draw from here, I think so. It's an advantage for Man City because Man City comparatively has an easier fixtures.
Yeah,
Liverpool.
who's got what's the fixture, bro? Do you want to bring it up,
Liverpool.
Ishan? Who they
Liverpool
got and
got-
who's Liverpool got?
So Liverpool's got tougher fixtures coming up. I think so. They've got few tough games comparatively to what Man
People are
City
saying it's
are.
advantage City. It's advantage City. Some people are saying.
It is advantage to City. So definitely Liverpool will have to win all the games, and City also if they want to stretch it till the final day. But I think so it'll be difficult comparatively for Liverpool because Liverpool have
Yeah, Shubro
if
Shubro
you
is saying as
compare
the Liverpool's got tough fixtures.
yeah, after Man City they've got United, which I think so should be easy for them.
That
United,
is not a
Everton.
tough. That
Yeah.
one's a easy fixture.
United, Everton is easy. Newcastle is somewhat moderate, I would say. Not a walk in the park. Spurs now can be interesting.
Oh, Liverpool got Spurs.
Yeah, Liverpool got Spurs.
That is
Liverpool,
gonna be. Can we have to? Ryan, you gonna join us for that one? We have to cover that. We have to cover that. Antonio Conte football versus Pep versus
When is
Jurgen
that?
Klopp.
When is that?
When is that?
that is on
Ishan?
8th May. 8th May.
Oh my God, I'm
Ah,
going to be
I
in
think so.
Bangladesh.
No,
By
no,
the
I think
way,
so. It's
ladies
gonna
and
be
gentlemen, I'm going overseas.
7th.
I'm going to
Yeah,
be going overseas from April 29th. So I'll be in Bangladesh to cover
Yeah, it's
the.
gonna
Hey.
be on 7th.
No, I can't.
7th.
I'll be on a flight to May 8th.
Oh, are you going back to Trinidad?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow. By the way, even I'm traveling on that day. So
Where are you
Alright,
going,
all
bro?
three of us.
I'm going back to Pune for a week, and then we'll be back here. In Delhi.
Oh, I'll cover from Bangladesh. I'll be there. I'll have everything set up.
I think so. I'll be good for the match.
I can't miss that. That's going to be incredible. Oh my God, Mahrez.
Yeah, I think so. I'll be
Oh.
good for the match.
Yeah, no, I will definitely cover that. We'll definitely cover that, bro. That's going to be incredible. If Spurs keep
Liverpool
on
got
winning,
Man United twice, Miz. I think so. Oh no, maybe not. No. They've come. Oh, they've
what's What's the toughest
demolished Man
fixture for
United.
City?
For City, let me just take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4 more extra minute. It's heading towards a draw, but
Right.
you never know. It could be a
So
heartbreaker.
City got Wolves, which can be interesting, but the
They'll
rest are
beat
easy,
Wolves, bro.
man. Brighton, Watford, Leeds, Newcastle. Only West Ham is kind of sort of
Nah, they'll
moderate for
beat them
City.
all. They'll beat them all.
Yeah, and West Ham and Aston Villa. I think so. City are good to beat all. City are good to beat all.
Look at this BS attitude from Liverpool. All the tackles that they did, they got away with, and now one little spinner Rooney to
Booker
Fabinho,
T.
and now Booker
Booker
T.
T.
Spinner Rooney from Booker T. It wasn't even KTB didn't even do anything. Fabinho is the one who should have probably got booked there.
Can you take it, sucker?
Can you dig it, sucker? Dun, 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 dun. Can you dig it,
By the way,
sucker?
Liverpool also got Wolves. Liverpool got Wolves, Southampton, Aston Villa, Spurs, Newcastle, Everton, Man United.
Some tough fixtures, man. Some tough fixtures. Everton ain't going to be easy either. Although we think they will be, but relegation battle, Everton. Lampard has history against Jurgen Klopp. Cross
Oh.
coming in. Good defending that time from Man City.
Lampard's famous quote: "It's the only effing trophy you've ever won."
We might have to cover that one as well, Ishan. Liverpool, Everton.
Yeah.
Is that next?
Miz, bro. Everton.
I knew you were going to say that.
Miz didn't get what he wanted this weekend. He has to say, I need to go back again.
I
Give
need
me
to
what I
have another
want.
dig at Lampard.
He
Now,
didn't get
look,
that
I'll
this
be honest,
weekend.
ladies and gentlemen. You know my stance. You know my stance. I personally don't think Frank Lampard's a manager. You know my stance. I want him to be a pundit. But if he can keep Everton afloat, I will have to respect him. I will have to respect him. From a management point of view, don't get this twisted. He's one of my all-time favorite Chelsea player. Please do not get that twisted. Player, separate. Manager, separate. Don't combine both together. Okay? Manager for me, I don't think he's a manager. But if he can keep Everton afloat, let's go. I enjoy watching Everton because I'm keen to see what Lampard has learned. Because the last time we did a watch-along, when I think it was Ishan and I, we did a watch-along Everton versus Spurs. Oh my God, Spurs ate them. And it was so naive to see, oh, what a ball from KDB. You got to finish. You're kidding.
Wow.
What a waste! What a waste!
That was the title. That was the title, ladies and
the
gentlemen,
title,
right
yeah.
there.
Right there.
KDB with a burst of pace, going through the midfield with his left foot, squeezing out a gorgeous ball for Riyad Mahrez. And it was with his left foot as well, Riyad Mahrez, cutting in as well. It was set
crazy,
up.
man.
Oh my God,
Crazy
Riyad
football.
Mahrez, just the way he flopped the Champions League last season. Maybe he just flopped the title.
Yo, man, that UCL is a fluke for us.
Oh, look at Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp. Look at Pep. He just gave him the biggest handshake as well, man. The respect that they have with each other. And then Pep has the shirt, mother written at the back of it, which is perfect. What a match, boys. Ryan, talk to me, bro. How do you feel about that match, man? Wow. We can breathe. Can we take a minute? Let's just breathe for a second.
Scintillating football, bro.
Wow.
I don't know what more I can say about it, but
Ryan, you could probably write a whole book, a novel on that match.
yeah, thank God I don't have to. Because there's so much.
Ishan, bro, what a match. What a match.
What a Premier League finale, isn't it? I mean, Isn't it surprising how both the fixtures of Liverpool and Man City ended on a 2-2? Both the fixtures, Emirates Stadium, Etihad Stadium. I'm sorry, Emirates. Why did I say Emirates? Anfield and
Ah,
Etihad, both
my
ending on a
boy,
2-2.
like
It's mad. It's like the best two teams locking horns. But yeah, let's be honest. Maybe I can conclude that City was a better team today, but the scoreline does not show that. So maybe the fate has written something surprising, something tricky, the way it can end the Premier League. But yeah, as far as this match goes, this has been an absolute treat to watch.
Oh, absolute treat, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a game we've just seen, end to end, proper matchups everywhere, exploiting areas of concern, sensing danger, defending. Oh, wow. 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. It could have even been 3-3, 4-4. It was incredible. But City probably, I must say, City had the first half. Liverpool probably had the second half, but City could have finished things off with Mahrez at the end. 2-2, as the lads have said, moving into the future fixtures, City probably has more favourable fixtures and the advantage maybe slightly with them. Liverpool, they've got some tough fixtures, but I'll go to Ryan first up on this. Ryan, Mahrez had the opportunity to really put a statement out there and kind of take it all away from Liverpool. How big of a miss do you think that might be for City for the remaining games there? Because I feel like those sort of misses, they become iconic misses. Do you know what I mean?
and not only that, man, they had the better chances. I feel this game. They got it not only with shots or whatever, but the spaces they got into. I think so many times that Liverpool's defense, like especially Van Dijk and company, they got back just on time. But I feel like they could have done much better. Like get seeing those gaps in the final third and getting the ball to those final gaps was exquisite for Man City. But when they got the ball in the final third, I felt that they could have done a bit more 1v1 to get those shots off and more dangerous shots. So even better link up play in the final third.
Sean, do you think that that miss from Riyad Mahrez could come back to haunt City?
That was the title miss. That was the title right there. I mean, one shot from Mahrez. See, if City would have won this, I mean, definitely, no two ways about it. The way you said, I think so. I agree to it that still it's an advantage to City after being a 2-2. But then if that was a goal from Mahrez, I think so. The title was sealed there
You
because
know,
you don't
is
expect
anybody
City
ever
to
gonna
win.
close the gap on these people, bro? Like I'm just watching this table and it's been like this for how much? 5 years, 6 years now?
I think so. It has to be the time when Pep Guardiola leaves City and Jurgen Klopp leaves Liverpool. That is the time
Yeah.
when we start thinking about it. But yeah, as of now, these two teams are way ahead. Way ahead.
100%, man. Alex Abhishek Matthews is saying, one question for you all. Man City has been winning so much since the last decade, but do you guys come across City fans in your respective countries? Look, I think you're going to come across City fans probably in the next
The
5 to 10
next,
years.
yeah, the
Yeah,
next generation are
because
going to be a lot of City
the
fans.
reason why us three, or maybe you as well, Alex, that you don't come across, because we are looking at our age people. Our age people are not following City because they've already started following someone else. But the
Man
new
United,
age,
probably.
I'm
Yeah.
seeing a lot of youngsters, kids that are Man City fans, big time Man City fans. Um, yeah, like some of my cousins that are younger, their friend circle, a lot of them are City fans.
But I've got a
So
friend, man. I've got a Man City friend. My school
that's
time
interesting.
friend,
But did they
but
did
that's
they
only
become
one.
Man City now, Ishan, or from a
No,
long
no,
time
no.
ago?
That is the only guy I know. I swear down in my
When
whole.
when they were like
Yeah,
in the championship.
yeah. Not championship
Wow.
maybe, but right from the time they won their first title,
Okay.
with Pellegrini, Mancini, and those era, he
Yeah.
lived it through. And he was supporting City right through. Maybe
Yeah.
from 2008, 10. But he's the I swear down, he's the only guy that I know who's a City supporter, and he's the only City supporter in my friend circle, my whole friend circle. And I swear down, I have found one City supporter who's my friend. I swear down, there's not even one Spurs fan that I've met that I know. And you believe me, there's not even a single Spurs fan that I can say that. Oh, all right, he's my friend, but he's a Spurs fan now.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I don't come across them too often.
I don't come across Spurs fan too often, but I know there's actually a big fan base in Australia. There's actually a supporters club and whatnot, and they go watch matches. There is a big but it all comes down to, ladies and gentlemen, winning. Winning creates new fan base. Man City have been winning so much. Youngsters have followed. I would love to see a stat. I really would. I think a lot of the new generation are probably following Man City, and Pep Guardiola would have to be a part of that reasoning as well. And these fans will see in the next 5 to 10 years grow old, and then you'll start seeing more City fans.
Yeah, man. Pep has two generations of kids who will fall in love with him, bro.
Yeah,
The generation of Barcelona and then generation of Man City.
yeah, man. And
Crazy.
this is the reason why Chelsea need to have a winning philosophy, because, and it's been great. We have been winning in the last couple of seasons, whether it be under Sarri, we've got the Europa, under Thomas Tuchel, we've got the Champions League, a big one, and we have to keep winning on a regular basis because it creates new fans. It creates new fans. So I see people like Shubra, I see people like Marvo. I don't know when you guys became fans, but I'm sure you guys became fans either in two ways. Either your parents were or your siblings or your friends were Chelsea fans, or you literally, when you first realized what football was all about and you realized watching Premier League, you saw that Chelsea were winning and you went for it. So, like for example, Jonathan Mann. Welcome to the stream, my man, Jonathan Mann, my bro. Jonathan is like a generational Chelsea fan. Like his dad was a Chelsea fan. I think his grandfather was a Chelsea fan as well. So it's been passed on to him. For me, for instance, I coincidentally fell into I remember it was a Chelsea versus Newcastle game, early 2000, and it was just a coincidence that I just fell in love with Chelsea. I mean, Ishan, how'd you fall in love with Chelsea? Was it like your mates following Chelsea? How'd you fall in?
No, I think so. My mates were all Man United fans and Liverpool fans at that time, and I was just starting to follow Premier League, and then I saw Frank Lampard do madness, because my friends were like, "Oh, listen, Man United got Ronaldo. Look at the next big thing. He's one of the best in the world." And just to counter Ronaldo, there was one man called Frank Lampard who was a midfielder, and he was matching records to Ronaldo. And I automatically got attracted to Chelsea, and not just that, but I think so. My friend Jason, who's another fan of this channel, who comes on, Jason Lucky, who comes repetitively in the live chat. We both were Chelsea fans, and the rest around us were all Man United and Liverpool fans. So yeah, I think so. It was the influential, and just by the way you started watching Premier League, I just automatically fell in love with Chelsea just by the way they played, the way they started challenging the big boys like Man United and Liverpool. So that's how I fell in love with Chelsea. But yeah,
And there you go. That's another.
Yeah, it was a good phase to actually watch Premier League and fall in love with Chelsea.
100%. Those were glamorous days, and that's another reason. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Player, Ishan fell in love because he saw someone like Frank Lampard, and I'm sure Frank Lampard brought so many new fans into the fan base. And that's the thing. It's very important. Recruitment is so important. And this is probably another reason why City have picked up, and probably Liverpool in recent times, who've probably picked up new fans because of the caliber of players that they have. I mean, Ryan, had you, before I go to Ryan, Shubra is saying, I became fan because my dad was, Jimmy Floyd Hasbank fan, and I used to frequently watch Chelsea matches with my dad until 2006, 2007. There you go. Another person who, from his parent. That night, I became Chelsea fan because of Jose Mourinho as a kid. I followed him at Porto. When Porto won the Champions League title, I followed Brazil's team before that. There you go. Another fan that, because of a particular manager. Ryan, had you sort of started following and loving Chelsea Football Club?
Well, when I was really young, like say like 6 or 7 or whatever, my older cousin really loved Chelsea, and my best friend in that's primary school also loved Chelsea. So I just stuck with it. Like anybody asked me which team I like, it's Chelsea. And then when we used to play FIFA back then too, like 2007, 8 and stuff, I always
Yeah.
just used to pick Chelsea because that's what I heard the support, right? Chelsea. And then
Yeah.
I never really used to watch that much football when I was a kid. I used to watch more cricket and wrestling and just do kid stuff. Like I wasn't there tactically analyzing it. So when I was a kid, I was just like into Disney Channel and stuff. But when I actually got back into football, I always knew that I liked Chelsea from when I was a kid. So I just started supporting Chelsea when I actually started watching every week. And I started watching every week because I used to love Fernando El Nino Torres. And when he came to Chelsea, because I always supported Spain on a national level.
Yeah.
So they won Euro Cup and then they won a World Cup and then he came to
Yes.
Chelsea. When I heard Torres was coming to Chelsea, that's why I was like, all right, I need to start watching Chelsea every game now because Torres is there. And ever since he came, I watched probably every single Chelsea match except for a
There you
handful.
go. There you go. Another fan that fell in love with Chelsea because of a particular player. Alex Abhishek Matthew, mine was a crazy reason. I was gifted a Torres Liverpool shirt in my teenage, so I was Torres fan. Then got the news that he moved to Chelsea. That's when I started watching football. This is like Ryan. Ryan and Alex have the same reasons. They were Torres fans. Ryan was a Spain fan internationally. Torres went to Chelsea, fell in love with Chelsea. Alex Abhishek Matthews actually was gifted a Torres Liverpool shirt. It's incredible. It's incredible. So this is how the fan base works, ladies and gentlemen. Many different forms. Let's just have a look at the table, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester City, 74 points. Liverpool, 73 points. A lot of people are laughing. We gained a couple of points in the title race. Look, no, I'm not going to fall for that again. I know Eunice always tries to sell this particular project to Matisse and me that maybe we're in the race. We are not. So forget about that. But we're sitting pretty on third, 62 points. And I think the third position hopefully is locked up. We got a game in hand over Tottenham as well, so possibly we could go further ahead. Hopefully no more banana skin for us. But Spurs are a proper threat. Maybe not this season, but I think next season under Antonio Conte. They're going to add a few more players. Kulusevski, looking very good. Bentancur as well. 2 players that they've brought in are very, very good for them. And the likes of Harry Kane and Son. And someone like Doherty is now playing brilliantly under Antonio Conte. So that's one to look out for. Arsenal are sliding big time south, so we'll see what happens there. They're in the mud. West Ham lost as well today against Brentford, so they're probably more focused on Europa. They got a big match coming up against Lyon in the second leg. Man United, ladies and gentlemen, 7th. I so hope Wolves take over them, and Wolves will have a big opportunity because Man United, obviously, they'll have to face, I believe, Liverpool very soon. And then there's a bit of gap. From there, Leicester onwards, there's a massive gap. So that's the table, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Please smash the like button before we go. It's sad we didn't reach 100 likes. We had on a constant level more than 100 people, but it is what it is. Maybe they weren't all regulars of the channel. Smash the like button before you go if you've enjoyed this conversation. Declan in Ireland, thank you so much for your up-to-date commentary. Let's see what this one is. Man, it's mad listening to you guys talking about Torres, etc. When I started supporting Chelsea, our star striker were Bobby Tambling and Peter Goswood back in the late 1960s. Man, that's incredible. That just shows, who's the big daddy. Who's the big daddy of all of us is Declan Ireland. He is the real GOAT. Declan, great job again, guys. Cheers. I'm off to watch the Masters golf. We're definitely not going to do any watch along for that. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed this watch along. We'll be back. I may have a video for Chelsea news later today. I may not. We'll see how I feel. But tomorrow we'll be back again with all sorts of Chelsea stuff. Obviously, we've got the Real Madrid preview, Ishan. I think that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Monday. Yeah.
About
Uh,
25 hours from now.
yeah, so we'll definitely do that. That's going to be quite exciting. And yeah, all right, guys, take care and see ya. Catch you go.